wall. But I live where I live, so this is how bright it is. I can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
The sun
it'll
doesn't
do that.
go away.
That's true.
I have a story for you,
Sucks.
Matt, that you may decide you may not want to hear, so it's up to you. But I did hear a story because I lived in the desert. This is a real story. This is why you may not want to hear it. But I lived in the desert. I lived in Palm Springs for a while because my mom was a travel nurse, and we when I was young, I kind of spent a few years there. And
just
she worked
there.
in the
My
ER.
girlfriend's mother is a
And
traveler.
oh, you were just in Palm Springs?
Yeah, I went there for Coachella.
Very cool. Well, I was my mother worked there as an ER nurse, and one day, and this is what's made me never want to live in the desert again. She had a patient come in who had a scorpion sting on their balls because a scorpion was underneath the toilet seat and had like stung right into them. And I'm like, oh, well, that's a new fear. That's a new fear unlocked. And now I don't know if I'll ever live in the check the seat every time. Just saying, be careful where you sit.
I don't think I scorpion sprayed the underside of the toilet bowl seat.
Be
But
careful.
our balls are intact, so we're good so far.
now.
And honestly, hey, maybe it'll do it for me.
Maybe. They do swell up, apparently.
Reminds me of the Sea Lab episode.
Pug?
I've always thought about getting stabbed by a scorpion since then.
The what?
The Sea Lab 2021 episode where he's under the soda machine and he's getting stabbed by his little scorpion friend.
I'm looking at it.
Sea Lab 2121.
Oh,
Sure.
it looks like acne.
Well,
Dude, I forgot about C Lab 2021. What the fuck?
that's why the desert.
I tried to show
dangerous.
Uge. I don't think he was entertained.
What a callback, dude.
I love that show,
It was
especially
such
that
a shitty
episode.
show. It was so bad that like it was
I
good.
loved.
Incredible. Oh, the resolution is so bad.
All that being said, I am ready, if everyone else is, to get into some Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Yeah. let me-
Ready.
Let's do it. Whenever you're ready, Matrick.
Let me pull up my notes here.
Absolutely. But yeah, be
Oh,
careful in the desert. Desert's full of bad things.
Yeah,
Oh goddamn, my notes are so dense.
because it was
Ugh.
the desert, and I was like, wow, it has one of the most deadly scorpions in America. Amazing.
Okay,
Great.
I don't feel like curating through my notes, so I'm just gonna go fast and try to eyeball things that are skippable. But apparently a lot happened. I don't remember them being this much, but there was. So start of session 2, we picked back up with the mercenaries in the bar, drawing weapons. The mercenaries call out to a gnome behind us, who promptly uses magic to fuck off. Mercenaries complained about magic and talk about bringing in the witch to deal with it. Zion then makes his entry and is given Ollie's ruby as his cut for his contributions in bringing in the bandits off screen. The party continues with drinking while Dramus prestidigitates the fish emblem onto his shoulder, impersonates being a pupil of the witch, and successfully convinces the mercenaries to mark their home base on Dane's map. Then Ollie talked about his stash being stolen. Maybe we'll find out why. To which Dane responds with a list of potential culprits, prompting Ollie to look up and see his stoner friend Figallo? Figallo? How do you say it?
Figalo.
Figalo. In a daze.
Figaro.
In a daze on an upper floor, who doesn't seem to respond to Ollie, and then we forget about it and move on. The group then talked about going to the mercenary camp either tonight or in the morning, deciding to go out at night while the enthusiasm was high. And instead, we made a stop at the bazaar for some quick shopping, with Dane specifically getting hide armor, while his dad's breastplate is in the shop, so he's a little under-armored. We then find, I don't know if I spelt her name correctly, Emin Berkeley? Or like liaison? The woman merchant, who we apparently know, who sorts out all the value of everything and does all the shopping for us, and we get a wand of Agonizar's Scorcher for Dramus that I don't want to forget about because it's cool. Spooky Forest, bad vibes, corpses of guards with their weapons scattered everywhere, the blood is dried, bodies are rotting, so it's been a while, and their identification barcodes are removed, likely as trophies. So then we decide to come back to this later, because if we burn them, we will be found. We then get a recruitment message beamed into our heads from a Magitech mind speaker, advertising joining the Blackfish Company at the Ruined Tower, which is our destination. We then talk about how we're going to get there, kind of being tossed between not wanting to piss them off and also not being super sneaky and also not identifying who we are in case they're the bad guys. We then camp in the night, and on Zion's watch, he catches a pair of eyes glowing in the woods and hears a whisper calling him over and smells smoke, but notices no fire. The voice repeatedly says, "Closer, talk, you and I, enter the bush, enter my realm," which he refuses, and then we also forget about and move on. We then head closer to the encampment after waking up and decide on a cave. Inside the cave, we are on the way, we encountered a leorette that darts off into the woods. I didn't know if this was going to be pertinent, so I made a note. Entering the cave, we found a marble statue of Shellen in a lingering site of power as Ollie finds a secret passage, which inside we find the remains of a long dead body wearing an onyx pendant that calls out to Dane, offering him the ability to see through walls and barriers if he would just wear after talking to the group and a brief prayer to Caden and Shellen, Dane gets a tenuous confirmation of safety and dons the necklace. Activating upon the pendant's request, Dane is suddenly granted perfect vision within 60 feet, seeing through walls and stuff. The group leads Dane through the darkness while he keeps his eyes open for anything noteworthy aside from the secret Shellen statue nipples. We find a room with a small golden dragon statue that's on fire and a plaque that reads the riddle. I'm not going to read it back. Behind the fancy door, Dane sees a fuckload of money, so Jameis pours water on it, on the statue, and we get the treasure. Then Dane and Ollie run up the spiral stairs to scout ahead while Dane's vision still lasts, and we find an old wooden bridge leading to a big iron door that was torn off the hinges. And we hear voices of men looking for a book deeper in the caves that we came from and talking about reporting to, and there's a name, and I didn't get the name, so I just put name placeholder. They're talking about reporting to someone.
Was it? Yeah, look at you.
What was the
Hero. Durand.
Durand.
Spelled like this.
That was it.
With a capital D, though, because he's a name.
Okay, let me fix that. Some we then decide to return to the deeper of the caves that we came from in hopes of either finding the book before the mercenaries or, failing that, catching them unawares to interrogate them while they're separated. And on the way, we stumble across a big snail with a crystal shell using its long wigglers to play the crystals around it like an instrument, as well as a side path that leads to a water source, which Dane realizes seem to go to the same place. There's another wall past the snail. We then elect to go to the snail route, with Zion harmonizing horribly and Dramus introducing DDR to the D&D world at a very bad time, aggravating the snail and initiating a hot pursuit with the party leisurely walking away. And that's where we pick back up with the snail coming for that ass.
It is. At high pursuit, you guys are kind of continuing down the passageway, and you look back to see the snail disappear around the corner because it's just you guys are exceptionally quick.
We're so fucking fast.
I want you guys. I learned that you should really make the characters feel powerful. And the way I did that in this particular session is you're way faster than the snail, exceptionally so. You're outpacing it like a hero would at least a 3 times pace. So that's pretty cool when you think about it. Sorry, I'm trying to find my note page that I need in here.
No, it's not. They'll just fight us in the boss room, wherever that is. They'll catch up to us eventually.
Continuing down a stone passage. Hang on.
How aggravated is he? How long would he pursue us based on how pissed he is? I know we interrupted his jam session or whatever. So is he dedicating the next 20 years to just incessant pursuit? He can play crystals as an instrument, so I assume those wigglies can work.
Do you want to go peek back and see?
He's coming.
It's that snail that once it touches you, you die.
There we go. There we go. I got there.
The immortality death.
We're
snail.
immortal now.
It's on us now.
Okay.
We're just waiting for the first character death.
Now that the snail is immortally pursuing you down this passageway, you have no hopes of escaping. You all die. The snail kills you one by one.
Should I just Sudoku, or do you want me to Sudoku each of you first and then myself?
This is the least painful way out.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
The snail's wrath is upon you.
Please Sudoku me with a random rock.
I can do that. My subclass lets me do that.
I found the page I needed. But as you move through the passage, Let me switch the music up because I'm still in my merry, cheery time, and it was fitting the tone, honestly. But
This is nothing merry. This is
There's nothing
death.
merry. This is a snail coming for you, and you're dead. You just don't know it yet.
I don't know how many red
But-
flags I can set up for you fools.
You guys
Action is
traverse
coming.
this passage. It's a long passage. It's relatively straight. It kind of winds as you go, and it is made of rough-hewn stone. And it eventually becomes a small set of stairs that you begin to descend. These stairs are carved into the rough cave stone, and they lead to an underground beach. The sound of rushing water fills your ears as you see this massive waterfall that cascades down from a crevice high above. It creates a misty haze that shrouds the area. The waterfall deposits into this large, crystal clear lake that stretches out as far as you can see. The water, reflecting the light of the glowing crystals that dot the walls and ceiling of the caverns, creates a shimmering visage. The sand beneath your feet is cool and damp, and the air is thick with the smell of salt water and wet stone. As you start to move through the shimmering cave, its walls slick with moisture, and the air is thick with the smell of damp earth. You come across a section of the passage that appears to have collapsed, the rocks and debris forming a jagged mound that bars your path forward. But as you draw closer, the goggles whisper, "Look, look and see, all thanks to me. I am your friend. I express my love for you with sight beyond sight. Stare, and let me show you." And Dane, as you just gaze over there, you don't even, you're already kind of looking that direction, you can see through the rubble. On the other side of the rubble, you can make out a small pedestal. There is, on this pedestal, a corked bottle. Its glass sides reflecting the dim light of whatever this lets you see, because it does seem to because you're human, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have dark vision. You see that when you're seeing through these objects, they do grant a side benefit. They allow any light that you can see. So since you're lit with a torch or whatever light source nearby, that
Me? I have giga perfect magic vision right now.
Oh, right. But I'm just kind of explaining how that works. So when you kind of hold a torch, even though behind that wall it's complete darkness, your eyes on this side can reflect light through those walls, and that's how you see past objects, more or less.
Fancy.
And as you stare, you do see, reflecting from this light you're casting, a bottle. And in that bottle, there's a single silvery gray hair. Its color almost glows more than the light that you cast from your eyes. That's what you see.
And the pendant said the pendant was just trying to get my attention.
Goggles, I think. I did describe them as goggles, right?
No, it's an
And
onyx,
what is it?
an onyx pendant, a necklace.
I don't know where I fucked up. I don't know if I fucked up at the start of this session or when I described it then. They're supposed to be goggles.
Oh yeah, it was a necklace the whole time before. That's why I was putting the necklace in my drink.
That's
and,
weird.
He's talking about how he already
I
wears the
fucked that
necklace.
up.
so
I
he's
fucked
doubled
that up back then. These would be goggles.
I see.
minor correction. They are
I
supposed to be
wrote
goggles that go over
necklace
your
so
eyes.
many times in my notes.
Odd.
Same thing, honestly.
Is this is this an item I should have in my inventory?
Uh,
Or should I just make a note? Is this a real thing?
you can make a note. It is a real thing, but I'm doing items a little differently sometimes. But with this particular item, you can just add a note that you have it, and you could note on that item that it allows you to seemingly see through objects.
Damn. If I knew it was goggles, I would have took it. That sounds sick. I want
Pendants suck.
Suddenly, I'm gonna kill you over these goggles because they're sick. Yeah, but you use these definitely always goggles, definitely never anything else, never described as anything else. Anyone who says they were described as anything else is a liar. You look through the wall, and that is what you see.
There's a bottle in there that's got like some kind of hair, like a gray, but like one, like it's in like a whole bottle, but it's just one hair. But it's like giving off a bunch of spooky light, like it's more important than me. And the goggles are talking. The not necklace. The goggles are telling me that I should look at it, and I'm
Though
looking at it.
technically it is a necklace because they have a strap on the back. You could wear them as a necklace. It's just at the end of the necklace there are lenses that you could look through. So technically I'm kind of like I was right before thinking about it, reverse justifying it in a way.
And now it's like
That's the
trying to
best part about
gaslight me
goggles.
between the difference between goggles and a necklace. Like I don't know.
Do you see an entrance to it? Or is it just we have to break through the rubble?
Based on your perceptions here, like the stone's not too thick. It's enough to obscure the passage, and honestly, if you couldn't see through it, it kind of just looks like another bit of section of rock. But it wouldn't
Can
take
they
much
make
to
out,
blast
like,
through it.
a doorway on the other side? Like there is any entrance to that room, or does it look like
No,
this
this
is
seemed-
a secret room?
This seemed like this was the intended entrance. And looking back at the rough, like carved stairs, you kind of see that the cavern itself continues forward into that little chamber in a similar rough carving, and that is different than like the stone bricks that you saw in the ruin above.
No, it seems like it's a one way in, one way out, and it's the one that we're in. So I think we can just like go.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go because I what the goggles say it's important, and this worked out once. It couldn't, turn bad now.
Yeah. Do we have to like break down the wall? Well,
Do I? Goggles?
I'm not very strong.
The
so
goggles look.
I can't
You
help.
are very powerful, and also very smart, and also so beautiful. You could perhaps charm the wall to get out of the way.
Hey Wall, it'd be like real neighborly if you would like just move over a skosh.
The wall stares at you in utter silence.
The wall's
Is
playing
he-
hard to get.
Is he trying to talk to the wall?
It told me to seduce the wall.
Oh, carry on then.
I could
Thank you.
help
Makes
seduce
sense.
the wall.
Is it
He's
working?
gonna like lick his hand and like fix his hair a little bit.
Oh, it might work.
This wall is a cold-hearted bitch. Don't listen to her. You're beautiful. I love you. Keep marrying me.
Are you a wall? Cause I can't get over you.
The wall looks at you, not even impressed.
Yeah, if that didn't did it, this wall's celibate. And he's just
No,
gonna
this-
fucking shove it. I'm gonna just try to push my way through.
Goddamn! All right, make an athletics check.
I'm no longer asking
Can
for
Ollie help?
consent.
Just also pushing.
You can.
Bashing it with
Advantage
his
on your
air
athletics
magic.
check. You see him getting denied, and you're like, "Not cool, bro," and you push too.
What a
Back
fucking
me up,
bitch,
wingman.
man.
Let's get her.
All right, I'm done
Anyways, you
asking.
push
I
this
shove it.
wall over. No analogies need to be drawn further. But you knock the wall over, and it crumbles. It falls down, and it scatters. Not too thick of a wall. You guys are very strong together. You shove through, and the
Yeah.
passage ahead is clear.
You can do better, man.
Also, I
The
got
wall
about,
still seems defiant somehow.
maybe unpause game because I've got about 7 minutes of vision left. So, yeah, that bottle, that one. Everyone with dark vision, but me, that one.
Interesting.
You want the hair?
Is it glowing? Is the hair glowing for them? You're muted.
Yeah, in the darkness, you just see it in the bottle kind of like letting out this soft gray faint light. Which gray faint light, I guess, is no different than just white light, I guess, but it's very faint.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Do you want to hold it? I can hold it.
I don't know. The goggles seem interested in it, so. I mean, if we trust it this far.
Did you think
But yeah,
to
you can hold it. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. I'm not like itching to get my hands on a bottle of hair.
maybe ask why it's interested in the bottle?
Dane goes cross-eyed to look at the goggles.
And the voice starts to whisper, "Interested? No, 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 no. I just trying to be helpful because I want to continue to be worn. I love your face. It's so beautiful. The contours fit me perfectly. Please, you are a fashion icon with me on your face.
Oh, you're very sweet. My mom says I'm handsome.
You are.
Well,
And I
if he
enhance
doesn't
your
care
look.
about it,
Ask your friends. They'll see how much I fit your vibe.
Hey guys, do you think this goggles fit my vibe? Whatever that means.
I mean, might be better if they were like a necklace, but I mean, they look good.
Don't listen to him. He's a
Well, it
liar
can
and a
be. It was
deceiver.
just telling me if I like take them off and like let them hang around my neck.
Oh,
then it's like a
yeah,
necklace.
that'd probably look pretty good.
Let me try.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
that's
they would look
that's,
better
that's
on
doing
Ollie,
it.
to be honest.
Yeah, but now I can't see.
That's fine. I'm still being worn. That's what matters. But I would prefer to be. Yes, this is better.
Yeah, I think he likes my nose. Anyways,
Right,
and
James,
apparently
I
he
think
doesn't
the
give a shit about the
curse-
hair. He's just trying to be helpful. Why is this helpful?
Oh.
Why do we care? Is this hair something special? What do you know?
I'll take the hair. It's fine. we can identify it later or something. James,
Oh,
I
I
can
think the
identify it
curse
right
is
now.
causing him. Oh, you can?
Yeah, it's a glowing hair in a bottle. I can
Impressive.
pick that out without any special training.
Quite impressive. Okay, yeah. Now that it's identified, I'll just stash it, and we can continue on and find the book.
Oh yeah, book, and he'll look around for a book. Is there
Look
anything else in
about.
this room, or is this a featureless room with an altar that had a hair bottle on it?
It's a featureless room with an altar that had a hair bottle in it. The mercenaries mentioned a book, but none seems to be revealed.
Altar doesn't have any description of what this hair is. It's just a hair.
Who?
The altar doesn't have any like description or anything on it.
No, it's just a hair in a bottle on a
All right.
thing. If you want to rack your brain about it, you can.
No, man, that's gross. But it's all
Can
yours.
If this is a religion check, I would like to. If it is not, I will opt to ignore it entirely.
You can opt to ignore it entirely.
Perfect.
I'd say it's more appropriate for history arcana.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I know any history of people with white hair that glows in the area?
Mm-hmm. That's a loaded question that may have loaded it in your favor, against your favor. But make a history check if you know anything about a bottle with a hair in it, perhaps.
No.
No. Mm-hmm. Though you do know many people in the local area that have white hair that could have put this in the bottle, which is where your line of thinking was kind of going originally, and you're like, no, wait, that makes more sense. I'm going to follow that thread. And you start thinking about the elder. He had a long, white, flowing beard. This could be one of the elder's hair.
No, thinking it may be the elders. We can ask him why he
His
put
hair
his
don't
hair in
glow.
the bottle.
And
Um,
do you like have a crush on him?
on the elder.
Yeah. Why do you want his hair if you think it's his?
Why do you want the hair of someone you have a crush on?
I don't know why you
I
want
just
the
said,
hair.
I'll take care
That's
of the
what I'm
hair.
asking.
The
It's a little
goggles
bizarre,
wanted the
I
hair.
must admit.
Okay. Are we just gonna ignore that Dane was flirting with the goggles and the wall, and like in
I'm
succession?
not flirting with the goggles. The goggles told me to flirt with the wall.
I mean, the goggles
Well-
at least like frame his face, like with the hair. It's kind of weird, man.
Yeah, you don't see
Maybe it
him
will give
picking up
me a
scraps of
luscious
the
beard.
wall and putting it in his pocket.
Oh,
To
if
be
it gives you
fair,
a
I picked
beard,
up
that could
the
look
goggles.
nice.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I could.
We won't know until you poke it to your face.
Try to
Mm,
wear the hair.
Maybe after we find the book. Maybe I don't want two of us cursed. I feel like half the party cursed is a
I'm
bad
not
idea.
cursed.
Mm,
Flirty goggles aren't a curse.
He's damn right about that. He may have been a deceiver before, but now you should believe him.
Maybe if you like put that hair on your face, you could like grow a mustache.
yeah. I'd be down to try it tonight, just not right now. Do you want to try it? A beard and goggles would look pretty sick.
I'm not
I don't
touching
need-
anyone's hair to my face. That's weird.
It'll come in eventually. I'd like to grow my own. I'm just not there yet.
Yeah, if Ollie is saying something's weird, it's probably pretty weird.
Or it's really normal.
Also, you ever seen like an elf with a beard? That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But this book.
Is this campaign take
I
place
think I have.
before or after the Thursday game?
Like 80 years, 90 years after. Elves have beard in this setting sometimes.
I just don't think it looks
Yeah,
nice.
I was reading a book about like big walking giants and stuff on that other place, and there's like there's a picture of an elf in there with a beard on a book. He was a little short one. He was real cool, wearing like this cool coat.
Does it work?
It worked for him.
Okay. Worth considering.
Maybe it's just because of the mismatched eyeballs.
That'll do it.
Gotta get me one of those.
Anyways, that's the only book I've ever seen.
Only goddamn one I've ever seen, only one I need to see.
Yeah, fucking walking cities and stuff. That's cool. Not cool like ours because it's not all magical, mechanical. It's just like big ass animals.
Prehistoric, really.
Yeah, but like current.
Some of you more history inclined would know that area was once tried to be colonized by Regatia. Didn't go well.
Turns out when you try to colonize things that are bigger than you, it goes real poorly.
It doesn't work out.
I heard they just got stepped on a lot, and they kind of just didn't work out. Are we at a dead end? Do we have to go back where the snail is, or
Oh, I don't know. You
Looking
tell
back,
me. I
you
can't
don't
see
have to
anymore.
go. You don't have to go back the way the snail is. But there is two passages. One that you know leads to the snail. One that does not.
I'd probably
Being
vote.
Completely
It's now gone.
honest. To be honest with you guys, I'm having really bad anxiety about that snail. So I would prefer if we did not go near it.
did you hear this story about the snail that touches you and then you die? Is that it?
No, but now I just have more anxiety about it. So thanks for that.
Ah, sorry. I thought that was my only anxiety. But yeah, I'm completely fine with going down the passage that doesn't have the snail.
Cool. Anyone else opposed? Or anyone opposed? Cool. Then you guys start to head down that passage. As you do, you eventually get to a place about 15 or so minutes later. You get to the crossroads you saw earlier. You recognize this part of the passage as you've already kind of treaded this ground, and you see to the right of you now, there is where the snail was. Ahead of you is back the way you came, and ahead of you goes back up towards the cave entrance, like the way that the cave opened up to, the Shaylin Temple, all that stuff. So, as you retread that ground, realistically, you guys have, let me check here. You guys have pretty much fully explored all of the passageways on the second level, except for the stairs up at the very near that puzzle door, near that door with all that.
The puzzle door being the dragon puzzle?
Yep.
Or the riddle?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, I think we established that going upstairs would probably put us somewhere in the Blackfish base, judging on where we are, right?
Yeah, I think this took us like right underneath the main tower, like the
Right.
basement or something.
So there's no book.
I mean, not that I saw. But they said they were going to go back to the caves to look for it. I don't remember. I don't think we. There's all the extra cave that we didn't see. Like when we first came in here, there was like the tunnel that went deeper into the caves or the broken wall. And we went through the wall and ended up here.
No. You just to kind of keep that I'm being clear. You came back through the broken wall to go deeper into the cave. That's where this
Oh.
led. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, because the broken wall led to the shell and statue. Never mind.
Correct.
Yeah, never mind. It doesn't look like there's any other way to go but that way, which takes us to the tower, or we leave and go home for whatever reason.
Or we wait for them to come to the cave, and you get to do that interrogating that you also wanted to do.
Me? No, that's Ollie. He's the interrogator guy. That's from the military.
Thought you said you never interrogated before, and you wanted to give it a shot.
Yeah, I never have. I was going to just follow his lead.
Well, I can definitely assist. If we want to go.
I wasn't really like that good at interrogation, so like if we wanted to check out the base, we could do that. But we could try. I got my like tools here. I could figure something out.
What makes a
not gonna
good
lie.
interrogator? Like what's like the core skill for interrogating?
Well, you see, it's either like figuring out what they want and trying to like give them a little bit without giving them too much, and it's like trying to come up with a middle ground, or you like straight up torture them, and that's like not really the route I want to go. Usually doesn't work out the best, but it is an option.
Yeah, I generally don't go the whole torture route, but we can definitely scare them a little bit.
Yeah. Oh,
see
yeah. We could just scare
information
them.
we can get.
But like, if they don't give it, I'd like at some point I probably want to let them go or like arrest them or something.
Yeah, that doesn't seem
and
pertinent.
Knock them out, put them to sleep.
Yeah.
We could always play good god, bad god too. I've heard that's very effective.
I don't think I'd be very good at being a guard. I'm easily distracted, so I think I'd have to be the bad one.
Hey, know your strengths. Know your strengths.
Yeah, I can be the good guard, and you all can be the bad guard, and I'll be like, hey, look, I'm trying to help you out. Otherwise, these scary lot of mad dogs are gonna get you.
James just kind of adjusts his glasses a little bit. I am known to be quite intimidating.
Just my goggles. I'm known to have a very good brow line.
Very contoured.
Okay,
So-
yeah.
Yeah, is that what you want to do? Just
So if we
wait 'em
go and we go up into the tower and stuff, and what if we run across them? What's like our oops, we're lost?
Worth mentioning that I think someone threw out the idea of proposing an ambush.
Yeah, I think it was Ollie. Was the waiting. It was we turn to the deeper of the caves to find the books for the mercenaries or failing that catch them unaware and interrogate them while they're separated from their group.
I'd like to do
But
that.
like if we don't do that, if we just go in,
I feel
I
like,
feel like there's not really a world in which we get what we're after unless we go inside. So like we can wait here and get 2 people and then go inside, or we can just skip that and just go inside.
Well, if we wait and get 2 people, I may be able to like disguise myself as one of them, and then it'd be easier to do the second part.
Oh, sounds cool. I like that. That sounds like a action book that I've
Yeah,
also
yeah.
not read.
I was gonna say, I thought you didn't read books.
Like I hear things.
Thought you're more of a comic guy.
Sure. But yeah, okay. Yeah,
Fiction.
let's do that. It
Ambush?
feels a little weird stripping someone, put their clothes on to be them, but hopefully they fit. I'm down. Let's do that.
Oh, there's no stripping involved, but yeah, we can do that if you like. I don't know why you want to do that.
Okay. How close are you guys planning on getting? Do you guys want to get like right outside of where that dragon statue was, which is like the passage that goes down? You can even get into that room theoretically. Or do you guys want to try to like stage an ambush closer to the cave entrance where you kind of are now? Do you want to wait for them to get over here, or you want to wait for them to be kind of coming down the stairs? Where's your plan here?
We could like set up behind a wall or something out of like a hallway, and then maybe Ollie or I could go and like get their attention and just like kind of run off, lead them back here. I mean, I'm pretty quick. Ollie's way quicker.
Yeah, pretty quick.
Is the only way
and he
to
can see.
the spiral staircase like the secret doors?
Yeah, the way into the dragon room was the secret door, and the way out of the dragon room is also a secret door.
No. So when you got to the secret door, or when you went through that secret door to get to the dragon room, you did see a door to the. No, you guys went through that locked door, didn't you?
Mhm.
Gosh, I should have kept better notes of what you guys did here. This is where this. I see the room where you got the thing. In
Mhm.
that room, there was a locked door. You guys didn't open that locked door, did you?
The one that had all the money behind it.
No. That was behind the locked door.
I don't know.
And we
I
got
don't
the
know if I
money, so it
remember
was
the
unlocked,
locked
right?
door.
But when we
Yeah.
went in there, there's the way that we came in, and then there were two other ways. One was the ornate door that ended up having all the money behind it, and the other
Let me
was
let me
what
show
led us
you a
up
little
here.
diagram here. It's based on my diagram to explain what I mean. So here's the room. This little circle is the room you found the goggles in.
Yeah, with the dead body.
Yep, with the dead body. There is right here. There is a locked door on this side of the room. You guys didn't open that locked door because you're describing a secret passage, right? You guys found a secret passage?
Mm-hmm.
Because if
And
you
that's what
found a
led us to
secret
the dragon
passage,
room.
you found the secret passage up here.
And that's the dragon room.
This secret passage goes here. You saw the locked door from this side, and the dragon room is here.
Oh,
The
so they led us to the
staircase is up here. And here's the dragon room.
So we put two and two together that those two things led to the
You
same
would
place.
have. I don't think we mentioned it. Now that we're getting back through this, I don't think we mentioned it. But yeah, you would have put two together. That like this logically makes sense that this would connect to that. But I don't think you opened this door. Is my point.
No, we didn't.
No, I don't think so.
PP.
So why don't
Mooks.
we just like position here, and as soon as they come through either or door, we jump them.
Well, wait, which was the direction that led here? So like another tunnel?
Yeah. I shouldn't have made this like this. Here, I'll just I'll just keep drawing on this. This makes it easy. There, to get here, there was like a passageway like this. Here's the cave entrance. Oh, it's really big because my thing went. And here is the Temple of Shaylin.
Okay. And then
That S is the Shaylin.
Ollie and I ran up ahead, so that's the spiral staircase. We ran up and we heard, there's the wood bridge with the door ripped off and guys
That's
talking.
up those stairs.
Yeah.
That's up these stairs. Yep.
So I'm thinking like maybe we hole up like here, like in this bit, and then maybe Ollie goes up the stairs, lures them down here and down this tunnel, and then when they come in, we can kind of maybe shut this door behind them and ambush them.
Sure.
And like that's a pretty long run, so maybe they'll be, I don't know, winded or something.
I can do that.
All
For
right.
me.
So it sounds like we have a plan. Just re-describe quickly where everyone's going on this little diagram here. I'm actually going to give you guys some individual tokens here. Boop. 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 Boop.
Dane is going to wait in this little thing, so that when Ollie brings them down this way and out this way, Dane is quick enough where he plans to run back here and lock this door behind them.
You got it.
Dane's going to wait kind of around the corner to when Ollie runs past and pulls them through. Dane's going to shut him in.
Very cool. All right.
Just to cover all of our bases.
That puts you a little bit of ways away. There's the Temple of Shaylin over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the distance should be a little considered here because
I'll be
this is
back here
mostly
then.
to show you the layout. Yeah, exactly.
Just in case they go through the locked door.
Very cool. Cool. Everyone's in position?
And if they come through the locked door, I can run around and shut it on the other side.
Anyone got like a spare book? Maybe I could make them think that I got the book they're looking for.
No.
Okay.
I told you I've only ever seen one book in my life, and I don't have it.
This one right here. No.
All right. I'll give everyone a moment to consider any last preparations. Anything anyone wants to do, any spells they want to cast, any things they want to do, any preparations they want to make.
I'm good. Don't know about the rest of you, but I'm ready to go.
Likewise.
Yeah, I was born ready. Probably too ready.
I agree with that.
You ready to go, Ollie, or you have any ideas tinkering?
No, I ain't got nothing. I'm just a monk.
All right. Sounds like
I
you're
just
all
run
ready to
fast.
go.
We punch the shit out of someone.
With all of you in position and ready to go, here is what happens as you begin to wait. A little bit of time goes by, not very much at all, and Dane, as you're looking forward, just kind of seeing through the wall, this kind of fades after like a few minutes. I think it's been 15 minutes at this point, but the goggles, they begin to sting a little bit, and you just try to pull on them. You try to like pull on the edge of the goggle, like to like stretch them out, just kind of do that.
When
But
they
as you
ran out,
do,
it's around his neck.
then you pull them from here. Then that's fine.
Mhm.
You pull them from here, and like as you do, because they're getting a little tight around your neck, you pull them from here, and it kind of adheres to your neck a little bit, like the skin is kind of fused together. You pull a little bit farther, and oh, it hurts. You feel like almost tendrils, perhaps, of the edges of this goggle where the the eye sockets were digging deep into your flesh, and you feel you could probably pull these off all the way, but when you do, it's like pulling on your blood vessels. It's like pulling on the veins underneath. It's like you feel something coming out, like your throat. You're gonna rip your own throat out if you pull it all the way.
Hey, goggles, buddy, could you like ease up a little bit?
No. This is fine.
No,
This is
just
fine.
like it's like digging into something like kind of hurts a little bit. He's like saying this out loud.
I'm sorry you didn't heed my warning. You should have kept me on your eyes, because then I could have still been some use to you. But now, I'm on your throat. I'm sorry. I don't know how I can help you, but we'll be together forever, so we can talk.
You can like let go, so I can like use it again tomorrow.
No, I can't. No. We're together forever, like I said. Forever. And
Buddy,
ever. Nothing will
I don't want to
separate
hurt
us.
you. I like you. You're really useful. Don't be like this.
I am
please.
one with you. Hurting me would hurt yourself. You are not foolish. You will not do that.
Yeah, like I'm bigger than you.
Yes, but I'm inside of you.
Hey,
Dramus is
Dramus,
just, like,
I
furrowing
need
his
you over here,
brow.
buddy.
He's just kind of like.
Dane's gonna fish out his mess kit and pull out like his steak knife. Like, can you like get in there and like cut this fucking thing?
Dramus, you're going over there, but as you do, Ollie, we're gonna jump over to you as you're hearing something. As you kind of like stare towards the staircase, you see the sound. You hear the sound of burning torches and chatter growing louder. You can see the flicker of the light on the walls ahead and hear the occasional laugh or snort of amusement. And then you begin to overhear a bit of conversation that echoes out. What does the captain want us to help this witch find that book? What's the witch even want it for? Another voice echoes out in response. Captain Durand is a great leader. He always has his reasons. The voice pauses for a moment and then chuckles. But he is getting older, and considering that salacious witch is involved, I can only imagine it's necessary for a spell to revitalize our aging captain. A few of the band let out a chuckle before the original voice chimes in confused. What's funny, lads? I don't think I get it. I don't and you hear this, Ollie, and it's a little ways away. up to you what you do from here.
Ollie puts on his sound crystal earbuds and he just starts to like groove up to where the voices are. They're not really like there's no music playing, but he's just kind of like, you know, pretending to be listening to something and like trying to be kind of quiet, but obviously not really. So he's just like, and he's like walking up kind of into their area. And as soon as he can see them seeing him with his elf vision, that's when he's planning on booking it. But he wants to make it obvious that like he's just some guy kind of walking through here.
Yeah, they see you and they look. I thought we scouted ahead. There's no other way in the cave. Who the fuck is that? Hey, and then you just dart off.
Yeah. I'm like, oh,
and
fuck.
as you dart,
take them off and start running.
you start darting back this way, but as you do, Dramus, this a little earlier, you start to approach Dane, who has these goggles just kind of like, he's pulling on them, and you see the flesh is pulling with it as he pulls the goggles, like the eye, what would you call those, like blinders? Like the things that like kind of stick the goggle to your face to kind of block out light? Those little leathery bits, those have kind of become part of the flesh of his neck. As you approach, and he's holding out this like little dinner knife from his mess kit.
Oh God, what is it attached to you?
Yeah, I can feel it like wiggling in my neck and stuff, and it like, hurts if I pull on it. And it's saying something about be together forever. I don't. This may be a shot in the dark, but I think this might be cursed.
What gave you that impression?
Well, the wiggly is in my neck, and it talking about being together forever.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll do
And it
it.
won't let go. I asked him, and he said no.
What do you suppose we do?
Dinner knife in hand. I don't know. Just start cutting.
Like fucking maybe cut him.
Are you sure that's a good? I don't feel like that's a good idea.
Yeah, like right now, like what if Ollie like runs through the door as we're like mid cut in your throat?
Well,
you're mid
what if he
cutting, like
comes
you're mid
through-
saying this as he runs through the door.
and I'm
Look
got
out.
strangled.
I told you, he's right there.
And the whole time, I think he's just like hitting his stick against the
You're
ground. Just to,
significantly faster than them, by the way. You'll
Yeah,
get here like way faster.
yeah,
way
he's like
sooner.
hitting his stick on the ground, kind of like trying to make noise, like he is scrambling, just so that they know where to follow and they don't get lost.
You get through pretty easily, and like, yeah, you guys, considering how fast Ollie is, he's at like a 40 movement speed. Most creatures are at 30, and this is a long passage. He has a lot of time to outpace. So you guys have a few minutes of preparation, probably like I'll say 2 minutes of preparation.
All right, well, just fucking cut it quietly, and like before I start choking.
When
I mean, don't like stab me in the fucking throat, but like start whittling at it. You never like.
Ollie, you
whittles
come
it in like a
around and
wood
see him
dog.
like pulling on this goggle. You're seeing the horror and the visage of this fleshy attachment to Dane's neck.
Yeah, he's just like skirting around the edge. He's like, "What the fuck is that thing doing to you?"
It wants to be with me forever. We're working on it.
it won't stop
No, it-
sucking on his neck.
It merged.
It's
I
got
don't know
wiggly
what to
things
do.
on my neck. I can feel them.
Oh, wait, are they coming?
Yeah, they're following.
Is it like
So,
two
like,
of them, like we thought?
Sooner rather than later.
You saw
please.
about let me go check the exact number.
All right, it's a pretty
You're
big
thinking
haul.
back to it, and you're like, okay, calculating. It was about 4 individuals altogether. 3 of them looked more inexperienced. One of them was dual-wielding blades and looked that was a more sophisticated voice that you heard, who seemed a little more competent.
3 recruits, 1 kind of experienced guy. You'll know when you see him.
Right, so we got
Is it-
even odds, assuming I can breathe.
Are you?
Oh.
All right, let's just cut it. Let's just cut it right now. You got it, Dramus. You want to do it? Or
No, I don't want to do it. I'm not
Ollie, are you
touching
good with
that.
a knife?
Oh my
Maybe
god,
in the
fine, give it to
military.
Ollie.
It's gross.
I got him.
I thought you were into cool, weird shit. Ollie, just fucking get it.
Yeah, cut it.
It's,
I'll
it's
keep
like a
watch.
leech.
And if they come through, I'll yell.
Someone give me a blade, real quick.
Uh,
Give him the fucking steak knife. What are you doing? Fine, that works too.
I can't do it with my stick. Oh, sick. And he'll start. He'll just go right into like quick slash like all around.
Okay. Are you? Tell me how you're describing doing this. Are you just like you're quick slashing? You just cutting to
I
like
think
try to remove it? That
like
sounds like an attack
Dane
roll.
is
If you're trying to do
probably
it
trying to
carefully, it's
hold
medicine.
it apart like as far as he can. And I think Ollie's just trying to get underneath it at like the earliest opportunity at where like the goggles are. And he's gonna slice not in the front, but he's gonna go around as much as he can to try to rip it off.
Like try
Okay.
to pull the goggles away from me and then try to cut the tentacles
Yeah.
on the inside.
Let me clarify. This as you pull back, you see the tendrils run deep and they kind of root in there. You have an option. You can try to do this quick and make an attack roll, or you can try to do this carefully and make a medicine check.
We're gonna be quick for an attack roll.
Okay.
Nice. Can I like help him?
Not really in this circumstance, unless you have some really creative way of doing that.
No, just the holding still type deal.
yeah,
like trying to
that's
make
not gonna
it
help.
easy for him to hit it. Okay.
Because the difficulty here comes from not killing you. So, okay.
Wouldn't the attack roll be with the dagger?
Yeah,
can
but
send
I
it to
did
you.
Dex either way.
Same
It's the
attack
same.
roll.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. We're gonna roll some dice now.
Actually, our dagger's simple.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Ollie.
Mhm.
You begin to cut quickly, and you see the tentacles lash out in retribution as you start to cut against him. No, you will not take him from me. I will take him before
And the whole time
you
he's like, shh,
take
shh,
me.
just let him go, just real quick. Come on,
And
we
just
just gotta fight.
Blood is bursting out of the neck of Dane as the thing is ravaging the insides. Dane, you take 24 points of damage as it is rooting in there and trying to rip your throat out. As you do separate it, I don't know what happens to you, Dane. I didn't look at your health or anything. I don't know if
I'm
you're
okay.
okay.
I'm alive, barely, but it's okay.
Oh, God. That's disgusting.
Okay, just let go, just real quick. He's like keep going until it's like gone. He's like keeps cutting around. He's like, okay, I kind of thought you would let go by now. Come on.
And you just the flesh rips and it breaks and
This is a
then
lot of
pulled
blood.
away. Dane, your throat hurts and you're just drenched in blood. But
Don't worry, it's his blood. It's not mine.
Okay.
Like vomits out blood.
I'll like walk over and try and like stop the bleeding with my hands and give him a little like, cure wounds. Jesus.
do that, but that took a lot of your time. That entire surgery there. You guys only have a moment to prepare for the arrival of these mercenaries. You hear them just kind of coming down the passageway. So you really, at this point, after the surgery, this is it. You have one action left of things to do. If you want to use that action to try to hide, you can, but that will effectively drain Zion. You're not hiding. You don't have time because you're casting the spell. The rest of you could hide. If you hide, you'll have an increased deployment zone should it come to a battle.
Yeah, I will try.
Dane for sure.
Cool.
I
Same.
feel for. That's
I've
fair.
used deployment zone a few times, but just what that means for anyone who's unsure, it is just like where you can start on a battle map if we go to a battle map, which we might not,
Ooh,
by the way.
Sneaky boy.
Ooh.
But hide
Sneaky
from the
boy.
audience.
Oh, God.
Cool. The three of you vanish,
I'd
leaving
say I don't make
Zion
a
out
sound,
in
but
the
that's really
open.
easy right now.
So,
Covered in blood.
Zion, you are kind of standing in this passageway and you see the mercenaries appear around you and they kind of point. That's not the one we saw, is it, mate? No, it's not, the more experienced one kind of shouts out. Where's your friend? Tell us now, tell us quick. We're
I-
friendly sorts. We're not bandits, just mercenaries. We don't want bloodshed. We just want to understand why you're down here underneath our camp.
I don't have friends here. I honestly I
Don't
was
lie
trying...
to me. I've already seen your colorfully dressed friend run through the tunnels just a few moments ago. Now try
No,
again,
I-
this time without deception, or I swear I will cut your throat myself.
I saw him too. I wanted to join, and I saw a freaky man sneaking into this cave. So I thought maybe if I killed him, then I'd get like a higher standard when I did join. And I saw him run by. I attacked him, which is where all this blood came from, and he kind of just kept going. I think he went like towards the statue.
Deception check with advantage. You do have blood to corroborate your story.
Blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Deception.
Those neck wounds bleed, man.
He looks at you. You see him kind of read you over for a moment. Okay. I believe you. You're not with him. But why the fuck are you down here? I still
I
don't
heard
trust your
of-
motives.
I wanted to join. I heard like a voice in my head, and it said like, "Come to the tower if you want to join up." And so I came down here, and that's when I saw him slinking away.
Why were you slinking through the cave instead of coming to our main gate like all the other recruits?
Because I saw that freaky, colorful guy running down, and I thought, hey, if I got him and killed him, and because he looked so sketchy, maybe I'd get like, a couple gold to start off.
Well, you didn't. Now there's a fucker running around. Fine.
Yeah, but he's injured. It'll be easy with the 5 of us, right?
Too risky. We're better off retreating back to the headquarters. You should come with us. We'll talk to the
Did they-
recruiter. We'll talk to the leader, and then we'll assemble a larger search party to come down here.
Have they already come through that door? Like down into the hall?
They are like just past the passageway where you could like cut them off, essentially.
Yeah.
So not quite
Whatever
yet.
them saying we should retreat. Like, are they past Dane, basically?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
Just they're like the edge of it. They need a little coaxing to come forward, perhaps, if that's the plan for sure.
Yeah,
He's-
that was
I got him really well. He's just over there. We can take him. I know we can. I can take him myself.
Make a persuasion check. Fine. Recruits, attend them. You help them out. Capture this fellow. I'll report back to the witch. Let her know that you're due back soon. I'll let the leader know. The more experienced one turns and starts to head back. The recruits look at you. All right, we're coming through.
Yeah, he's not that. He's super weak. We can get him. He's right over here. Follow me.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do.
The leader disappears. These 3 recruits step in, and then Dane, are you closing the door behind them?
no, he's gonna wait till the leader guy is like gone
Staying
enough
hidden?
where he's not
Cool,
gonna notice like the
cool.
door being shut. Yeah.
Very cool. So you stay hidden, and like this may even give you a little bit of tension there, Zion, as like the plan was last you heard and last you discussed. Door closes as soon as they go through. The door hasn't closed. You've seen Dane there, just kind of like in the shadows where he's hidden, and he's just what's your signal? What's your face look like?
I think he'd keep his cool and be like, "Oh yeah, he's like right by the statue. Yo, did you see the statue? Beautiful lady back there. He's probably hiding like right behind it. If you just keep going with me, we can definitely get him."
All right. And they start to kind of step through a little further. Enough time passes with the delay that you start to get them a little deeper in the tunnel.
Go help him. I got the door.
And the door shuts. We're going to roll into a little bit of a combat here because it sounds like we're going to do some hostile actions towards these boys. So we're going to jump to this map. Now, everyone besides Zion can choose where they are in this deployment zone. Except for actually, I'm going to extend this deployment zone because the door that you would have closed, Zane, is actually a little bit bigger. It would have been like over here. So there you go. That's the deployment zone. If you guys who succeeded your stealth checks can deploy anywhere in here. Zion, you would have been like roughly right around where you are placement-wise because you were kind of walking with them. But they are right here, the 3 of them. You staying there, Dramus? and they are surprised. They don't expect a conflict in the situation because of what you guys have done. So you guys will have a whole round of initiative before they can act. However, we are going to go ahead and roll into initiative real quick.
Bloody hell.
Ouch.
Bloody hell.
Mm-hmm. So, Dramus, as they have succumbed to your clever trap, what do you do in this moment? This is a small set of those kind of similarly rough-hewn stairs right here that goes about 5 feet to this other area, by the way. But yeah, what do you do? It's your turn.
He's gonna kind of rendezvous with Ollie up here, and he's gonna kind of lean over. So, is the plan to knock them unconscious then, or are we in what? I don't know. I'm kind of nervous, to be honest.
Well, I mean, honestly, they probably don't really know much. The other guy, the leader, probably does, but probably best not to kill him. I mean, we don't really have a jail yet, but they're just kind of like criminals.
Right. Fair enough. So I'm thinking, here's the plan. They've seen Zion, they've seen you. So he mentioned kind of disguising ourselves. What if we knock them unconscious, we take their uniforms, me and Dane, and then we take, since the leader has already seen you guys, we can like say that we captured you down here. And then go from there.
Yeah,
and then
I
maybe
mean,
get some more information from there.
Dane might go and try to fight the leader, but otherwise, I think that's a sound plan. They're about
He
your
probably
size.
will. Right. Okay then. And he's just gonna proceed to. He's gonna reach his hand out. He's gonna draw that kind of like circle in the sky that he did back in the first session. It's like a flame circle, and he's gonna reach into it and then pull back and then hold out his hand, and there'll be a firebolt right there, which is purple, for context, because he's not using the wand. So he's gonna take that, he's gonna pull it back, and then he's just gonna throw it out at him.
All right, T to target and throw that firebolt.
Oh my god, there's 2 of them now. We still got them outnumbered.
Kill them quickly, I help you. And then like this is where the reveal is, where I'm actually a Blackfish mercenary the whole time.
It's the Sunglass Gang. They're here to attack.
Right, so I would roll with advantage on this, right? Because they're surprised.
Yeah, they're surprised.
Yep.
Woo! Ooh, that hits. Worth clarifying, just as we go. Spells, of course, can't be non-lethal, because there are spells that can incapacitate and stuff like that. Those are the only kind of spells that can be used that way. If they do damage, it's hard to control the elemental forces of damage in that case.
Right. Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah. Very cool. So go ahead and roll that damage. You kill one as you blow his head up with a firebolt, and it explodes.
Oops.
We only needed a few good outfits anyway. You're fine.
You
so
melted his
sorry.
face. Come on now. Why'd you do that?
Just
So sorry.
I'm nervous.
He just
Look, I'm just nervous. Just 3 more,
Instant
two
death.
more heads blow
just-
up. Just a little nervous.
he's just stammering. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I swear this never happens.
It never happens. It doesn't.
Usually just burns him a little bit. I never saw it just blow up someone's head before.
Well, I'm pretty much useless in this fight then, so that's on you guys.
Don't worry,
Well,
that
you
guy
made
sucked.
it 1/3 easier, so you've done your part. Ollie, it's your turn.
Okay, Ollie will first run up, and he is going to bonk. And, Bada bonk. 16
That hits.
bonk. And then that probably does staggering. So
Any other properties you're using with this particular strike?
no, not
Not
yet that I can
even-
think of.
Okay. Then
Ensnaring.
you
bonus action
bonk
shove,
someone
grapple.
in the side of the head.
Yeah,
You hit
actually,
them.
sorry. Is that sorry, Ook, can I bonus action this here?
You can.
Okay.
But just remember, you have to declare non-lethal too. This doesn't kill
Oh,
him.
yes.
But yeah, that like you hurt the fuck out of his head as you slam into him.
I don't actually
It
have a
didn't kill him.
quarterstaff. I can't do non-lethal. Oh fuck.
Unless you do unarmed strikes.
I forgot about that.
Or can't you do non-lethal strikes? No, it's yeah, no. One of the
it's
things you
only
can't
with
add on
non-weapon.
is yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you need to be able to. You have to do unarmed strikes if you want to knock him out. But this doesn't kill anybody. However, you bludgeon into the side of their head with your big mace like quarterstaff and just
Yeah.
blood. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here is the weapon attack to for my athletics. I believe that's how it works, and they have
Mhm.
disadvantage because of staggering.
Yes.
Oh, 10.
Misses as they manage to parry that away.
All right. That's my bonus action.
This is a grapple or shove attempt. It's not AC.
Oh, this is a shove.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
shove,
This
and
is,
they have
contested
disadvantage on
athletics.
attack.
Sorry. Can they use
I forgot
acrobatics
their
or is it always
disadvantage.
athletics?
No, they can use acrobatics, I believe.
Cool. They're going to use acrobatics.
Oh, then they don't have disadvantage.
Oh, really? Oh, I think
Yeah,
it's just a next ability check, isn't it?
Oh no, you're right. It's athletics, acrobatics, or perception. Never mind. So yeah, they do have disadvantage.
Cool. Holy shit, just barely. What were you trying to do?
I just trip them.
Disarm them?
Trip 'em.
Trip them? You knock the one prone, and because they're kind of an amalgamation, they knock into each other. The whole unit goes prone. The remaining two knock to the ground.
Okay, cool. Well then, finisher. This is with fists, so I think I can do
Yes,
non-lethal. Okay, cool.
you can. Yeah, fists have non-lethal inherently, so you can apply that and still do your other shit.
Okay, and then this is another D4 for finisher, I believe. So.
Ooh, one is like the one you just like bludgeon to the side of the head. You
Oh.
knock him to the ground, and then you just slam into his head with your punch, and he's unconscious.
And I apologize. I should have declared this before that attack, but flurry of blows, if that's okay.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
I don't care too much about that. I'll probably never remember.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
so,
Well, same thing. Finisher and non-lethal.
yeah, go ahead.
Fucking boo, boo. Does like 2 temple punches on the ground.
You knock the one out. You slam into the other one,
1-inch
who's just a
punch.
little bit hurt from the ground, and he's barely conscious, but he has a little bit of consciousness left to him. Last one. Anything else for you?
Okay. No bonus actions because I use that for the other thing, ensnaring. So I'm done.
Yeah, he steps up. He sees his friend unconscious. Sees his other friend roasted on the floor. He's like, "I surrendered. Yeah, fucking
Oh,
cool,
actually, if
what
it's
the
okay,
fuck?"
even if they want an attack of opportunity, I would like to move back because I still have the movement.
They're surprised. They can't.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
Okay.
no reactions.
Whatever. Then I'll move this way for Ollie.
You got it. Dane, your turn.
He just used his turn to surrender.
He sure did. Well, he didn't actually, but he said that. So up to you what you're doing.
Yeah, Dane is. Does he drop his weapons?
Yeah, that guy fucking throws weapons aside. I mean, he can't actually mechanically do that because of the things, but narratively, he's very clearly
Okay.
surrendering.
Yeah, I think Dane was like mid-sprint. He like is running up to the guy and he's like flying knee, and he's like going in for the knee check into the face, and the guy drops his shit. It's like fuck. He's like, oh, and he like skids
Make
to a stop
make
right
an
in front of the
unarmed
guy.
attack at disadvantage because like you're trying to stop yourself, but you're still full momentum. It's unarmed attack, mind you, so it's not going to be lethal either way. But it's
Sure.
gonna like just see if you like connect. But it's a disadvantage because you're like trying to stop yourself. You're like,
Okay.
but you're still full momentum, and yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it still ends. Roll that damage. That's literally his AC too. It's literally 12, so it's just like
He's
right
like
there.
running up, fully intending on flying knee this dude in the face, and he sees him surrender. He's like, "Oh shit!"
Oh,
He's sliding
shit.
to his stuff, and they fucking just trucks.
Move
into
your
his-
chin.
I did me too.
So roll that damage. Oh yeah. Unconsciousness as he slams on the ground. Two
Oh.
unconscious, One
God
dead.
damn it.
That is where this combat ends us. And we're
Seamus,
going to go
what the
back
fuck
to our
was
map
that?
here.
What'd you do?
Well, do you want the honest answer, or do you want
No,
the
I
lie?
know what you did. You blew off his damn head. I'm asking why.
That's what I'm asking. Do you want the truth, or do you want a lie?
Man, he was trying his best. It's too much.
What? Yeah, why?
He didn't know his own power.
It's like a
Do you want-
Scooby-Doo reunion where like Fred has a gun all of a sudden and he just blasts someone and he's like,
All
yeah!
right. I forgot it was a guy in a mask, okay?
He
want
freaked me
the
the
honest
fuck
answer?
out, okay?
I don't know. Capture people. Don't just start ripping brain bursting magic or something.
To be totally honest with you guys, and I'd prefer if this stays between us. I drew the circle too big, but I'd already committed to it. So I was like, I'm sure it'll be fine, and then it wasn't fine. I shouldn't have drew the circle that big. The bigger the circle, the scarier the fire. So
Do you know how much blood is in this room? And how little of it is mine now?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
You
don't know
it
what else you
smells
want.
like? It smells like burnt ass hair.
Yeah, but I mean, we probably provided him like a good lesson to not join random mercenary bands that just like beam a message into their brain.
You gave who a message? The dead
The other
guy?
two,
I think he
you
got
know.
it. I don't think he's joining anyone.
Yeah, probably
I thought
not.
there was 4.
Well,
There
two
was
of them
there
were
was
there
4
on the
altogether,
floor,
1 left in the beginning, and then, yeah.
and the leader left. Nobody learned
Ah.
anything.
That's not
Can we,
true. I
like,
learned that I shouldn't draw the circle that big next time.
Can we... So we can't really interrogate them. You think we could slap them awake? Or would that kill
Yeah, you
him?
can. You
'Cause
totally can.
You
You
kind
can, like, wake them up.
Beat him to a
Oh, we should get rid of the dead
Well-
body though. That might freak him out.
I
Yeah,
don't
take them
think
to a
he's gonna
different area.
forget.
Or maybe
Yeah.
it'll like scare them into giving us all the information we want.
Here's a thought. Just throwing this out there. So I was talking to Ollie about it, but do we want to interrogate them and wake them up, or do we want to take their uniforms? Me and Dane can suit up in those, and then we can take you guys back to the leader, or we can even wait for him to come back, assuming he's going to come back.
Well, if he comes back, he might come back with reinforcements. So maybe not wait till he comes back.
How about we find out from these guys if they killed those guards? Because if not, like, we're the bad guys.
I feel like
Don't
Dramus is the
say
bad
that.
guy. And
I'm not the bad
but
guy.
like-
I didn't mean to.
You know, we're all in this together.
Yeah,
Like,
as
Grim's
one
fucked up.
shepherd, so we all.
You remember what we carved into the tree trunk?
Yeah, because I wasn't a shepherd, so I remembered because I wanted to join.
it was in his backyard, wasn't it? He just probably
Yeah,
like,
so-
what the fuck is
whatever.
this carving every freaking day?
The whole town was the shepherd's backyard. Okay, it just so happened to belong to him. That's neither here nor there. But no, I think now that we've killed someone, I feel like we need to confirm that like it was an okay thing to do.
Hmm.
Okay.
I mean, it sounded like they were pretty.
That's
intent
a good
on-
order of operation just
Yeah.
going forward. Like, kill them, then confirm it's good.
And we might
Whenever
have to
you
go into
said,
our
like-
own jail that we're building.
You like chased the guy into a cave and thought like if you kill him, just like murder someone that like if it gets you some clout, and they didn't really seem turned away by that. So like they're probably the
Yeah.
bad guys, but I feel like I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. They're like, yeah,
They
we
also
killed
work
the
for a
guards.
witch.
Yeah, we harvested their things for trophies. Yeah, it's probably a good thing that you blew off one of our heads.
Yeah, they work for a witch, so but yeah, let's
They're
just
likely
question
to say those things.
it. Smack, smack.
I feel like
Wakey,
a
wakey.
handful of politicians work for witches.
As you wake up, the one of them, here, don't kill me.
That entirely depends on what you tell us. So
All right,
did
I'll tell
you-
you anything.
Belly up.
So how do you guys feel about
Is this
the
interrogation?
gods of Ramshorn?
It's probably the easiest one I've ever heard.
That's what really affected.
Gosh,
It's pretty cool.
well, I've had no issue myself. I don't really run afoul of the law too much. I know some of the boys talk about being a bit more nefarious, But we try. I mean, we're mercenaries. We usually take contracts to like slay monsters, get hired to fight in wars. Usually real official
gods.
business, that kind of thing. Kill gods?
Kill any-
No.
Yeah.
Who pays to do that?
Hmm.
The
How about
two-thumbed fist.
No idea
the
who that is.
two-fingered king?
That one.
Any lives you? You know, I've heard whispers around the camp about that name, but no one seems to really know what it means. People keep saying the captain says something about some two-fingered hand sometimes, but not really sure.
What can you tell us about that, the witch that you work for?
Witch? We work for the captain. The witch, well, she just likes to diddle the captain a little bit. And then she got under his skin, and she got in his head, and now she's got us doing things. She did fix our mind speaker or whatever, so that's pretty cool.
Weird question.
Mhm.
If like getting under skin, did she happen to look like a pair of goggles?
No, she's quite a looker. In fact, doesn't leave much to the imagination, but hey, no complaints here.
Right. Okay. Just making sure. I mean, Gur will kill you.
You got it. I already agreed
ever
to say
seen-
everything I'm going to know about this
Yeah.
situation. I don't want to die like that dead guy over there.
Sure.
Oh,
sure.
Not a
What
friend of
that
yours.
guy?
That was
Sounded-
an accident.
Well-
he ran off. The guy who did that.
We joined at the same time, but like, you'd have to talk to the recruiter. If you go talk to the recruiter, you'll understand the speech he gives really prepares us for this kind of situation. He has like no arms and legs left, so losing a head relatively not so bad.
Just for the sake of my friend here, can you just tell us he was kind of a dick and a bad person?
Would that make you feel better?
Mm,
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if you necessarily should feel better about taking a human life, but you know, I've comforted plenty of people who have taken human life, so I'll tell you this. Hey, mate, don't worry about it, because you know what? You got coin in your pocket, and we can go drink, and forget it.
I kind of like this guy.
But I don't drink.
Oh,
Ooh.
damn.
You're going to kill
Ooh.
yourself. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't think so, but like, there might be a tenant in there that I gotta fight you or something from Caden.
Well,
No,
you got
not
to fight
you.
me
You
because of
drink, you're
Kate.
cool.
Oh,
I'm not-
okay, cool.
Yeah, the virgin.
He
Referring to
should drink.
drinking,
I
but
don't know how he
doesn't know.
does this whole murdering people callously without a drink. And again, you might want to talk to some professionals. They'll probably recommend that you drink.
Mm.
Out here
I
for
can't.
therapy.
I can't drink. I can't.
Yeah, he might blow more people's heads off if he gets a little too drunk. So he stays.
That's
away
not
from-
why.
That's true. He's bloodthirsty enough as it is. I've seen psychos like him before, and sometimes, you know, you don't even need to drink. You know what? Take it back. You'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
Don't blow my head off.
Dramus, don't worry. I got just the thing just a little bit later whenever all this is cooled off.
Can you tell us a little more
Mhm.
about the structure of your camp?
Thank you.
Like when we come out from here, is there a bunch of guards that are standing around, or where do we come out from?
You'll probably run into the witch first. Our little sergeant went back, and he's going to go probably talk to her and then head back up. Other than that, it's a pretty clear way. You go through the tunnel, back up, you're at the base of the ruined tower, and then you leave that ruined tower. That's where the camp is. Camp's got a lot of mercenaries around it, that's for sure.
Do you ever see a little girl and a lady? Is that who is? Is that accurate? Are we looking for a little girl and a lady?
Mother and daughter. Yeah, I think.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah.
don't think it was ever established that it was a daughter.
You're talking about them. Let me roll percentile dice. High or low, Matt?
High.
Some prisoners we took. Amongst them were many women, daughters, kids, other
Oh.
things.
Great, they enslave
Uh,
children. I don't feel bad about it
No,
anymore.
not enslaved. Hold prisoner. It's a political difference, and we did it on the orders of the houses. So it's not so different than what you military folk do, and all that good stuff. We held them in an auxiliary camp under very humane conditions, but not really sure where it is. Just know that there's a camp somewhere.
Humane, keeping them from their families. Yes, quite humane.
Ah, you don't understand the ways of war. You will when you're older. Don't worry.
Hmm.
That's gonna take a long time.
Yeah, if that's what it takes to like get used to your friend's head getting blown off, I don't really know if I'm like interested.
Yeah, well, I mean, he wasn't too much of my friend, but you learn not to make friends with the ones that are going to die after, a few campaigns.
Right. Just another side tangent. Was there anyone in your camp bragging or about killing guards and like maybe waving around like their little identification patch things?
Not one of ours, but this big Minotaur fuck came into our camp talking about how he slew some soldiers, didn't really mention who they were with, not too far from here. We told him, I didn't really talk to him actually that much. The recruiter talked to him, and the recruiter denied him for some reason. Rumor about the camp is that even the recruiter thought he was too bloodthirsty.
Oh man. Blew off the head of one of the guys that turned away the guy who murdered people.
That they keep
Fuck,
prisoners.
And
He
we
just
didn't.
said it. He said he keeps children prisoner.
It's a morally grey area, I'll admit. But
I
there's
mean,
good
look,
and bad with most of the war efforts, as it were.
there's like a difference between like prisoners and like wanton murder. One of these
Yeah.
things can be fixed.
Yeah, we're definitely a little bit of the baddies in this situation.
No, I didn't mean to. It was an accident.
Now, fuck, that means we could have just skipped this whole ordeal and just went into the front of the stupid tower and said, "Hey, we're left for the guy who wanted to kill the damn guards. The one you turned away. Where is he at?" They might have fucking helped us. God damn it!
And now we got this
After
like
he's-
witch after us.
After
The
he
witch,
Dane
she's
says all
after
that.
you.
Oh, I thought your guy was going to get her.
Oh, it sounded like he was going to tell us that we're going to go find this intruder. So, I
Oh,
don't know
the
how much
leader
she
guy
cares
who
about the
went
camp
back.
of the mercenaries. She always has such a candid attitude about things, always laughing and giggling and being like, wow, like nothing matters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, I feel sufficiently shit.
So we have.
So you're not going to kill me like that.
No, we're not gonna kill you. What do you think I am, a murderer?
Well, and he kind of looks over
He's
to the
the
dead
murderer.
body.
He's a point of shame. He's the guy who blew up your friend's head.
But you travel with him, so it's like the company you keep kind of thing.
I'm just saying, if he wanted to blow up your head, I couldn't stop him.
That's fair. Well, be careful about blowing up heads in the future, I suppose.
Yeah.
Noted.
So we do
That's
have
good advice.
more business to attend to around here. Are you gonna stay down here, or would you like for us to knock you out so you don't feel like you have any obligation to raise any alarms?
Look, after the wars, I decided my loyalty isn't as easily bought by coin or even an impressive speech. If it means my life, or even not inconveniencing powerful forces such as yourselves, I'll just fuck off. Presumably the way you came in here. How did you get in here? I thought the scouts fully scouted this area.
A series of invisible doors that I could see because I had cursed goggles that just dug into my throat a second ago. That's where all the blood came from, by the way. That was in me.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Connects
I'm
the
sure.
dots.
Yeah. Oh, also,
Well-
Shellen statue. He points at it. There's nipples behind there. The sculptor put them there.
How about you tie me to that statue? And I can spend some time alone there, and the other two lads, you tie them somewhere else.
Yeah.
No,
I
if
can
we
do
tie him
that.
to the statue and then we forget about him or something happens to us, he's gonna starve to death down here.
I can get out of a rope binding eventually, if it's just rope. It'll take me a while, it'll take me a
No,
while.
you'll starve to death. I'm good at tying ropes.
Fair.
Okay, I'm average at tying ropes, so I can tie him.
No, because I'm a critique
Daniel,
you.
get out too early.
No.
Okay. Just.
I
hmm.
think we just gotta. Can we just leave? Can you just hang out for like a
Yeah.
few, like a couple hours, and then just like fuck off?
Sure.
Just like don't go running out and like cause problems for us, because I already feel super guilty about it.
Nah, no reason to. Like I said, no loyalty for the captain. He's a good man, good leader. Well, he's
What
a
about the other
veteran
guy?
too. Which other guy? The guy
Points
that,
at the
my
other unconscious
sergeant?
guy. Yeah.
Oh, the unconscious guy. I think he probably feels pretty similarly to me. Most mercenaries, well, we used to be soldiers, so we usually get in the same path, more or less.
Can I like pay you to
Okay.
fuck off?
Yeah, that's how
Like
I
I
was gonna
feel
say.
Like to
better
the
about
to
it.
the next
like-
closest town where you can get like good mercenary work.
Abandoning a mercenary company, I mean, we have contracts and all. It's never a good look. But if this company's up to something nefarious and that is proven, it'd be better for my reputation then if I were to walk away, you know, and that'd be true for a lot of us. Because,
Yeah.
like I said, contracts and all, they do stain a mercenary's reputation if you don't oblige them.
Yeah, that's actually very useful information. I appreciate it. It's like a gold each, like good fuck off money for you.
Let me look at me ledger. Well, based on this,
Negotiating for higher pay.
the average soldier per mercenary makes, unskilled makes 2 gold per day. Skilled, which I consider myself, actually, no, I'm a formerly trained soldier. I'm worth 8 gold per day.
You got like
Right, well-
knocked out in like 2 hits.
Based on what just happened,
Well,
I
You
don't
might
know
consider me
about that.
5 gold per day then.
So we'll do one each. Besides Dramus, he'll do 2 because he killed your friend. And
That's a fraction
Then
of
you-
pay, but I
you
wasn't
fuck
asking
off.
for pay, so I'm gonna fuck off.
No,
I was
that's
gonna fuck off
$5 a
anyways.
piece. You can't even do your damn math.
I thought it was 5.
Yeah. Oh no, he's saying that we each give you a gold.
Oh, each of you.
Yeah.
All right.
We all
All
give you
right,
one, except
all
Dramus
right.
gives you 2 because he fucked it up, and that makes it 5.
No, a day's pay is more than enough.
Okay. So yeah.
You
sounds
know,
good.
Dramus kind of has like a little bit of like a grin kind of forming. Just a little reflection off his glasses. And he holds out his hand and kind of just like makes like a flame appear in his hand. Alternatively, I could just blow your head off too if you don't.
Ollie whispers to
And
Dane.
he's
I was already gonna
"This is
go
bad
like,
cop."
without the pay. You know, like
Oh,
you
my
don't
God.
have to. You don't have to do all that.
He's doing great.
I'm just kidding. Was it
Oh.
cool though? Did I
Oh.
sound cool? Did I
You
sound
did
cool?
sound cool and really scary because, like, you
Yeah,
did blow
that
a
was
guy's head
convincing.
off. So I kind of thought you were actually gonna blow my head off because you already did it.
Yeah, when I said that, like, if you decided to blow off one of their heads, I couldn't stop you. I was kind of being facetious, but in that moment, I do think I froze up a little bit.
I thought you were gonna blow his head off for some reason, even though he's your friend. Just kind of like prove a point.
That's
Right, yeah.
vicious.
You know,
You remind me of the, you know, what is it? The House of the Moon? Yeah. A lot of folks like you got that like cold demeanor.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what a
Uh.
noble be doing down in a dump like this. Yeah.
just to clarify. So, did you mean to say House of the Moon in reference
He
to the
did.
house that he's a part of?
He no. He was referencing House of the Moon because House of the Moon has an order of assassins that are known for their callous and cold behavior that are
Okay.
also part of the order. And your willingness to kill so blatantly was kind of what he's referencing towards. Even though you didn't mean it, I know that, but he doesn't.
Right. Well, I was just asking because I was otherwise going to clarify House of the Sun is where he's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
a part of, but I was just asking for the context.
Totally fine.
Right. No.
I'm not a noble.
Yeah, that would be silly.
What? So what if we just like pay you like 5 gold, and like the payment is to babysit this other guy?
Yeah, I can carry him out of here.
Because like he's not like useful in this particular engagement. Like I respect and appreciate your cooperation, and I think I do believe in fair pay and unions. So I feel like paying you, but also paying you for work that you're not gonna do seems entitled, and I don't like handouts. So
Yeah. First,
give you a job.
Can we have your uniform? And we gotta strip him down before you take him out.
Yeah, and he gets naked.
Oh,
Damn, you're chill.
Now,
How big is this guy?
He's a little rotund. Looks like he's about mid-40s. Kind of got a beer belly, but a lot of muscle underneath from like years of swinging swords, probably.
Well, shit. I was gonna offer you some of my clothes because you just look silly now.
Well, I got this, and he pulls out a rag and like ties it around his waist to make it a little loincloth.
yeah. You could keep your weapons. and
Don't
everything close.
worry. And he kind of like raises it up. I'm not ashamed of anything down there.
And where are you gonna keep the gold?
I was gonna hold it.
Nature's pocket. Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Oh. All right.
Can I keep my weapon? In case
Yeah.
any bandits are out there.
That's no problem. No problem, man.
Yeah,
Th-
that's
And if you
fine.
hear a story about a naked madman clubbing some bandits in the woods, you know it's me.
Yeah, you become like the new like vigilante, like the lurker in the smoky wood. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get like a quest to come and hunt you down.
Well, I'm gonna keep it honorable as I try to be.
Yeah, sure.
Ollie will flick him 2 more gold and be like, "Hey, you've been really reasonable here. Just like buy yourself some new clothes."
You got it. You know what? Like, since we're taking it off, my armor doesn't look too much damage to breastplate. You want it?
No, but I'll like scrap it.
All right.
All right, sick.
Hands it
A
over.
breastplate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah
Here you go.
that'd be real.
Hands
yeah.
you over a still functioning breastplate. Looks quite well equipped. Now that in your inventory.
Hell yeah. Dane's pulling off this fucking rabbit hide leather and putting on a breastplate, which is what his father's armor is when it's done. So this is like more what he's used to fighting in. I don't know how well if it's fit for like a fat guy, but like I'll make it work.
Yeah, the straps tighten a little bit, and like there's like a little cave space between your chest and where the armor is because it was made for a more rotund fella. But it'll work.
You know what? Ollie's gonna be like, you know what? We just like ran into like some treasure over there. I don't know if you guys knew about the dragon room, but like it was super easy. You just like pour water over it. Anyway, long story short,
Confused out of me when I saw it.
you know what? Here's some why. Thanks for your help. You've been really cool.
Thank you. And he's just like, you guys keep giving this guy gold. And he's just like, thank you.
All right. Skedaddle so we can talk about more stuff, and you don't have to be a party to it and get in trouble later
Course.
if you get caught. or
Let me just
something.
lift this fella, much lighter now that he's naked. And he slaps him on the ass. Ready to go? Just kidding, he's unconscious. All right, we're going now.
There was like something over there that like the little those little creatures were scared of. So just like watch your way, but like otherwise you should be like fine.
Oh, you got it. Anything comes, I'll club it. I'm a mace.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Last thing. What was your name? Sorry,
They call me Jaren.
Jaren. Well, it was a
Spelled like
pleasure, Jaren.
this.
Jaren. Lovely.
All right, well, love you too. Just kidding. And he smiles, a little cheeky smile as he moves away. By the way, like, none of my business. As he's kind of like a fair distance away, kind of behind cover. He just peeks out a little bit. You three seem very reasonable. That one, he points over to Dramus. He's got crazy eyes. Be careful is all I'm saying. Just watch yourselves. I've seen too many bands turn to chaos and despair for letting someone with crazy eyes go too far, you
Oh,
know?
piss off already.
All right, I'll piss it off. And he kind of like, this is like a little, like almost as if he's expecting a blast. And it's like, whoa,
Yeah. They call him the Mad Dog. Be careful.
mad dog with a crazy eyes.
They
Yeah.
don't. Since when do they call me that?
No, but I just want to see if we'll
Soon
hear it
they
later,
will.
And
I'm
it'll
super
be, like,
reasonable.
funny.
I'm the most reasonable person in this group. I did it. It was an accident.
But he has cleared off at this point. leaving just you guys alone with your dead body. 2 dead bodies in this room. Oh, no, wait, you guys are a little away from the other room. No, you guys, you're adjacent. Yeah, there's a dead body adjacent to. There's 2 dead bodies, one adjacent to you, either direction.
Or just stack the dead bodies so it looks like
Alright,
there's
so-
a trap or something.
I feel weird. Like, I know the plan is to put on these guys' clothes, but like, won't he know that like, oh hey, you're 2 very different people from the one that I sent?
Well,
Well-
maybe this will help.
Before we go forward, I did want to point something out that the guard said, or the mercenary.
Mhm.
He mentioned that he feels like things started getting more nefarious once the witch came around. He mentioned the witch was upstairs. And if she's the reason the group has been doing these shady dealings, and that's part of the reason that we came here, I say we pay the witch a visit, no? If she's right upstairs.
Yeah,
Oh
but,
yeah,
like,
the
what-
witch. Yeah, it's me, Jaren. Yeah, the witch. She's right upstairs.
Mhm. He says that. And then now my chance for a firebolt. And then, you returned, you fool. Now your head isn't within range.
But like, what if it turns into something like, I don't know, dangerous?
But this
Like,
could be a
we
chance.
just saw what you did because you made the circle too big. What if she makes like a real fucking big circle?
Mm.
Make
Like,
a bigger
you just like
circle.
accidentally did it. What if she like does it on purpose and one of our head explodes?
I won't let that happen.
Well,
What,
maybe
could you
we
stop
just,
it?
Dramus,
take
what's
her
the
out.
biggest circle you can make?
I don't know, like
If you had to describe it on a scale of 1 to 9, perhaps.
Well, technically that one was a 0 and it still blew a guy's head off.
1 to 10, 0 to 9.
I don't know, like I think the most I've tried is like a 2.
Oh,
Yeah. So what if she can do like a 12?
oh. I
That'd
can't
be
die that
fucking
many times.
crazy.
But we're just gonna leave here knowing that she's causing all of this chaos near our home?
No, we leave here knowing that my neck survives and that these guys aren't killing guards in the woods. And that
Oh.
maybe this witch had something to do with guys' kidnapped family. Maybe?
Well, we don't have to fight the witch. Maybe we can
It's worth
just,
saying, you guys know the mercenaries are involved in that too, because the guy just said that they have an auxiliary camp. The mercenaries have an auxiliary camp
Mhm.
that has prisoners, presumably the ones you're looking for, but maybe not.
You know, come to think of it in hindsight,
And he did
We
say where the
probably
camp
sh-
is.
he did say where it was.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Oh.
No,
He didn't know.
said-
He said he didn't know where it was.
I said I don't know exactly where it
Uh.
was, but it's around here somewhere.
Okay. Never mind. I thought he gave us the layout of the tower and the location of the camp. Okay, never mind.
No, he said he knew of the camp but didn't know where it was.
Okay, fine. You're right. We gotta go find out where it is. I'm just worried,
Yeah,
like,
well-
because you said that this witch is all sexy and stuff, and she's got like the captain diddled or something. And so, what if we go and we say something we shouldn't, and she sicks the captain on us, and the captain sicks the whole mercenary camp on us, and you know,
Well, it sounds like we're at a point where there's only one way to find out, and I think this is a great opportunity to take a quick 15-minute break right before our halftime. So let's get back here at 10:05 as we contemplate this issue and this choice we have to make, whether or not we're going to press forward, see what's ahead, or perhaps it could be time for a tactical retreat to run away and figure out another option. But those are the choices it seems like we're stuck between. It's one of the two. So think about it over the break. See you guys at 10:05. And yeah, you guys, we'll get back there in just a few minutes.
I thought you were gonna ask, what if she's like too sexy? And I was like, I wasn't prepared for it.
I wasn't prepared for it being too sexy.
That's a concern too. We should think about that.
yeah, if she can like warp a whole mercenary
Very
captain, she
concerning.
could probably work a bunch of pubescent boys. I'm
It's
just
too
saying.
horny. We can't stop.
Just saying. I saw a melon cut in half and thought, wood.
What could I do there?
Wood.
Now listen.
Smash
I'm
Wood.
going on break. Just me and you, Frank, locked in a room alone. All by ourselves. I thought I'd have a small talk conversation after that to come up with to make that less weird, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Hot.
Hot.
Keep
Steamy.
going.
Please don't stop. You're not alone. I'm in the cuck chair in the corner, just watching.
I
That's
miss
me
what this.
in the corner with the gimp mask. Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got myself in this situation.
I don't know what was
All right.
happening, but I came back and all I heard was Gimp Mask in the corner.
Yeah, that's all you needed to know really from the story. It's the most important. It's the most important attribute. But jumping back in, we find ourselves within the corridors of this underground ruin that then turns into cave that you guys have been exploring for the past bit. As we jump back, we're somewhat at a crossroads of deciding the next direction, where we go from here. Jumping back mid-discussion, mid-conversation, the voice of all of you still, perhaps, remaining to be heard.
So, Ollie,
Oh
Zion?
shit. It's on me? Are we doing the double fakey, no bakey?
What?
You know,
That's what they call it in the Sky Marines.
where we do like the dress up thing? Or are we leaving? I'm good with like it.
It's a textbook
Either.
plan. You haven't read this? You have never...
Ever heard of double fakey, no bakey?
I mean,
Amateurs. But
I'm
Ollie
already-
would never think that. He's too chill.
I'm already jarring, but I mean, I don't have to be jarring, and we can just leave. But we do need to know where the little girl and the mom is.
Yeah.
So we don't have to fight the witch per se, but we can possibly sneak by, roam around, and ask about where the auxiliary camp is. How is that, by the way? Is it passing? Do you think, like, if somebody heard it, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's Sharon."
I think it's excellent.
Oh, thanks. That's
Make
I
it just,
really
just so they have
appreciate
something to gauge off of. Make a quick performance or a deception check.
yeah.
Just to see how passing it sounds.
See. Not good.
Mm.
Can't you I don't know if you have this ability yet, but are you that class that can't be less than 10?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
performance.
but it was-
Performance or
yeah, it was
deception.
performance.
It's only
It has to be persuasion,
or deception.
yeah. I should have done deception.
So that time, kind of a bad line read.
Yeah. See, I'm not like trying to deceive you guys, so it's just I'm better when I'm trying to deceive, not just like, oh look at me, I'm Jaren.
You're
Not an
right. You're
actor, I'm a deceiver. It's a different skill set.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It
no,
is.
assuming
hard
you're gonna
sounding it.
get better, that's pretty good.
But yeah. So maybe we can either go up the tower and I'm like, and then Dane and Dramus put on the outfits, right? And then we're like, well, we caught the colorful guy. And they'll just look at me, I'll be in the front, and they'll look at you, the colorful guy, and maybe they just won't see you guys. Or we go around the back and be like, oh, he ran out the cave, and it was just quicker to come through the front, and maybe we won't see the witch or the captain or anyone, and we just, it's a big camp, there's a lot of people.
It's true. You could. That is an option. Going back up and like trying to approach the front of the camp and seeing where that leads. That's an option.
So, just to clarify, we're afraid of the witch.
I mean, yeah, after what you just
Yeah.
did. I wasn't before, I am now. If
God
you just
damn, that
scoop
magic's scary.
someone's head off with, like, you weren't trying to, imagine if she tried to. And, like,
You don't
my
think-
head just about came off recently, so.
Good point. Well, Ollie, how do you feel about it then?
You know, I actually I was really focusing on that like Minotaur. I don't like that he killed those soldiers, but if these guys didn't kill him, then I'm cool if we leave. I still want to find Thunderbolt's family, but if we want to leave, we can.
Well, if the goal is to avoid the witch and we still need more information from this group, then it sounds like the best course of action is to leave. And
Do you guys think we can fight the witch?
I'm surprised you don't.
I think the question
I've
still
never fought a
is,
witch.
This is kind of like a meta question proposed: is whether or not it will be a fight or not.
He's pretty convinced it's gonna be fine. He's getting bad wizard vibes. Being called a witch is a bad start.
That's what they said at Salem,
They burned him.
and it worked out for the best.
It worked out. I ain't heard of no damn witches afterwards.
Get this one.
Oh. Yeah, maybe we could just walk through the camp with Ollie, with the other ones of us dressed up, and we're like, hey, we're told to bring them to the auxiliary camp, and I lost the map. Can you show me on the map where the auxiliary camp is?
You know, I know I went a long time without being a shepherd, but a lot of these plans involve either like using my stuff or using me as bait. Can we like stop that at some point? Because like, what if they take me to a jail? Like, do we have a plan for that?
You're
So
the
what's the
fastest
plan when
one.
we're in there? Like, do I just kind of like walk with you guys and then you guys lead me out?
I mean, there's
It works for them three. I don't see what the problem is. You're in jail. They're fine. What's your issue here, Ollie? What's really bothering you? Come on, tell us the truth.
That's all right, I'm gonna stop this for like just a minute. Dramus, can you like I saw you clean yourself up earlier, right? Can you clean up that dead body? I know you blew his head off, but most of his uniform's intact. Maybe we can just throw it on Ollie and he's not bait anymore. He's just another one of us guards and we're looking for auxiliary camp and such.
But there's only 3 uniforms.
I'm still Jaren and I have a
He's magic disguise himself. Yeah.
I could like sneak in afterwards, like all sneaky.
Oh,
like.
okay. I missed that part.
Yeah. That's why he's been talking as Jaren this whole time, because he's like disguised as him. Yeah.
I thought he was just impersonating him. I didn't because he put his armor on. I didn't know he actually cast that.
Yeah, yeah, I casted it. I casted it.
Well, I guess we're all gonna dress up as them then? Is that the plan?
I guess, but I don't fit in the fat suit.
But we're gonna do a little exchange. Give it, Ollie. You're not fat, but you're a little bigger than Dane, so you take that one. Is the dead guy about Dane's size-ish? Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, I guess I could like tuck stuff in.
I shouldn't do that. I don't know why I did that. I was like, this is gonna confuse the shit out of me. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave your art token there.
Or maybe just carry around your tankard and be like, oh, it's I got a real big beer belly. I know I don't look like it.
I'm not gonna not carry it around.
No, but like really flaunt it. Just like act real drunk and like seem like you got the big beer belly. And
I can also wear my bedroll on the front
yeah.
and my
I like
backpack.
that idea better. I feel like you could deal with hindrances better than me
All
on
right.
account of being a Marine.
So just to confirm, because it sounds like this is the direction we're leaning towards, planning on putting on some disguises and then heading up and see where our path leads.
Okay, up or through the
Like
front
it.
door?
Cool. So, any other preparations you guys are doing for disguises besides just putting on the uniforms?
I'm gonna use that to clean up the uniform.
You got it. Yeah, you clean it up, blood
Assuming,
stains,
it's
and make it
probably
look nice
splattered
and
with
orderly.
blood. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're wearing
exactly.
the one of the blown up head guy. You made your bed. You gotta sleep in it or whatever they say.
I'm never gonna hear
As
the
you
end
say
of
that,
this.
he kind of snaps his finger and the blood disappears.
The bed is made.
Could you guys like look away while I get dressed, while I change? Could you guys look away?
Okie dokie.
Huddle excluding him.
So y'all turn around then.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
I stare creepily.
I want to watch.
All right.
Wait,
So he's
are
gonna
we-
go ahead and get changed into his disguise then, as long as they don't look at him.
Are we going up the tower or are we going to go through the front door? I think I'm
Just
all confused on
It sounds like we're going up the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Just curious, by the way, where's the goggles? Did you throw those away or still have them?
I feel like they're on the floor at the
Cool.
moment, but he has no
You
intentions
got it.
of leaving them.
They're on the ground here then, in that case. All right. So, sounds like we're going up the stairs, wearing these disguises, goggles on the ground. The disguises have been cleaned with prestidigitation, so there's no malcontent. Ready to go up.
Oh, wait. Are we going to say the guy got away? Or we killed him and left him down there? Or... Oh, wait, perfect. That guy got his head blown off. We'll just say it was him. And we left the body down there because we didn't feel like picking it up.
You want to drag that corpse up there?
Oh, I was going to say we just left it down there in case they want to check. But we can drag it if you want. I don't know.
It's a little macabre and disrespectful, but I
Okay, we'll
guess
just leave them. We'll leave them, and if they want to double check, and there's a body, and we said it was him.
they're gonna ask why we didn't bring back the body.
I mean, I was like a lot faster than them. They'd probably believe it if you just said I got away.
Hmm.
The leader saw that too. It is important to remember. The leader saw Ollie fucking bitch out. Not bitch out, but Ollie out.
Nah, I bitched out. Straight
I
up.
bitched out hard, God.
We could sell that.
know,
I did
that's
that
what
on
I did.
purpose.
I shit myself, in fact. And pissed.
Well,
It was not good my finest hour.
Here either. I feel like it's probably the better thing to do to like bring him back, and be pretty honest about it. Like his head got blown off in the process.
Mhm.
Maybe like send something back to his family, just not the headless corpse. Yeah, I'm gonna bring him along, and Dane's gonna pick up the body.
How you do?
Wrap it up in a blanket.
It's
or
been stripped
something.
of its uniform, though. It's something to mention. Kind of a weird thing to do.
Oh, true. Shit.
And I'm not giving it my clothes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we
say
should just
we
leave.
kept his clothes because they look nice and valuable or something.
Oh, thanks, man.
And then
You
if they
know-
ask for you to give them, et cetera, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
You know-
it's getting weirder the more we're on this.
At the risk of sounding cruel, it's not like they would know who it is.
oh,
What if we
that's
like bring it to
true.
the Temple of Shaylin, like do a little dance, and maybe she'll like protect him or something?
Yeah. Gods
yeah.
have been known to do more for less.
Nothing on her altar has aged, so we can keep it down there till we.
You do a little shimmy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if a little dance, like quick little jig, is all I gotta do to have like divine protection. But
Hmm. I mean, you put your
I've
goggles
done
and
more
beer,
than
and like
jig,
at
and
least
it
was
ain't worked.
like paid attention.
What if, here's a thought, what if we just put the goggles near him, and we're good, and then we're fine?
I mean, I don't want to leave him. I've grown attached to him,
We
literally.
can come back. We
Literally.
can come back and get him. I'm not saying
but, like,
leave
what
him
if
here
it-
to
I
rot.
don't know what those tentacle things do. What if they're like animated and
mean?
like walks around?
What do you mean you're
I mean,
attached to it?
There was another
You
dead
didn't even
body. It
know
didn't
him.
really make that one move around.
I didn't know. No, I'm attached to the goggles, not the corpse.
Oh, you mean the goggles that tried to rip your neck off?
The ones that attached to me, yeah.
That's weird.
Well,
You know,
I think I can fix him.
I think that's worth I think that's worth diving into
I
at a
think he
later
just
time.
got abandonment issues, and I don't want to be part of the problem. I want to be part of the solution. And if that solution is bringing it to someone who knows magic stuff more than me, and like I know they say, yeah, we should put that in a jar and forget about it, then they can do that. But
Oh no, he's
Oh,
gone
like the hair.
codependent.
yeah, like the hair, like see, he gets it. The point is, I don't want to leave it here for another person at some other time to find it and then it rip out their throat. That's just irresponsible.
You
Can't
know,
just throw dangerous, magic cursed people on the floor in caves. That's how adventurers get hurt. Case in point, me. I'm an adventurer.
And it's very it's a very common story.
Yeah, adventurer
Strange
finds
corpse
a
lying
thing on the
in-
ground with a corpse on it, and it talks to them and says, "Hey, you should like put me on." They're not gonna not do it. I mean, at
They
least
gotta
one of them's
do
gonna
it.
do it. One of them's gonna, or else they're gonna think like they
One
missed
out of
the
5
time.
adventurers, 1 out of 4 in this case, will do it.
Statistically, there's a 25% chance.
Well, put it in your bag then or something. I don't know.
What if it like wiggles in the bag?
Are we going to keep arguing semantics, or are we going to do what we came here to do?
What are we doing about the goggles? True.
He's gonna pull out an iron pot, put the goggles in the pot, lid on the pot, back in the bag. Yeah, I carry
You
around
got
a
the
pot, so what?
goggles in the pot.
Yeah.
And are you ready to head up the stairs now?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
Now you sit there and think about what you did wrong.
The
me,
party,
Jared.
or the shepherds, as you've been calling yourselves, ascend the stone stairs. The sound of burning torches from the lit sconces fill your ears. You reach the top. The passage abruptly transitions from man-made structure to rough-hewn cave walls. The air grows damp and the faint scent of running water fills your nostrils. You cross that bridge and you emerge into another section of the ruined structure. Another staircase awaits you. Get double staircased, Cox. Are you going up the second staircase?
no, this is too many. I'm leaving.
I'm out.
Yeah, I
no,
say we
it's
go
too
down
far.
the staircase.
Let's go down just to be sure.
I had a moment of get her done mentality, and I have hence changed it upon seeing more stairs. My legs hurt.
My legs hurt. I feel cooked. I'm leaving. But the second staircase is there, taunting you to come closer to it.
Dane, you should flirt with that staircase just in case.
You like it when I step on you.
As you start to step, that implies I take that as consent, and you start to step up the stairs.
This
You
one's step, and he
continue.
really digs it in.
You continue up the stairs.
What the fuck?
It leads to at the very top of these stairs. You end up on a long stone corridor. Broken columns and toppled statues litter your path. Moss and vines are growing over everything. The faint light of these wall-mounted torches flicker across the ruin, casting eerie shadows on what looks like a long walk ahead. Ready to continue?
Do we feel like the witch is down this corridor, or
I mean, it's up it.
Let me use my witch sense.
are we like above like the ground level now? Like the second stair went above?
Nature check or survival check.
Yeah, I can do that too.
Oh,
Dane, you would recognize the moss that is growing on the walls here. It is indicative that this is above ground. These mosses don't grow underground.
That moss, that's above ground moss. Also, my ears popped.
Mm-hmm.
see,
We're
Do
out.
Probably
we
could have
want-
just mentioned that in the first place.
Yeah,
Do
but
we
like the
want to?
moss is cool thing to say. It makes people think I like to know what I'm talking about. And I do. It's true. That moss that's above ground moss.
That's fair.
Do we want
been
to
in a lot of
ascend, or
caves.
do we just want to like go back down and ask normal people, you know, where exactly the auxiliary camp is?
You know, people will keep asking me if I want to go back down the stairs, and every time they ask, the answer becomes more and more yes.
I
I thought we already committed to going this way.
I know, but people keep asking, and it's like it's really tempting. Like, why does everyone want to go back down the steps?
I feel like we're being led up the steps for some reason. And
By who?
I don't know. I just don't want to go up the steps.
You're led by the architecture of this structure, and suddenly, have you ever been in a building?
No.
Did you like walk down a hallway in that building and then suddenly be like, "Ooh, the architect of this building is leading me somewhere dangerous"?
Yes, I feel that way
I'd
every
like
time
to-
I go to IKEA, man. It's just like they're leading me
Yeah, I
around in
agree.
circles for hours.
That is IKEA. I'll give you that. This doesn't seem like an IKEA though.
Okay, this does not feel like an IKEA,
Oh,
man.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then, alright, it's just me, maybe. Alright, we can press on. If you'd like. But I thought we were going to talk to just the rabble.
We're disguised, it'll be
Pressing-
fine.
Yeah, and we don't necessarily know what's ahead. Well, you don't. I do, but you don't. So.
Ominous.
He doesn't
True.
know.
That's the trick. I don't know anything. It's all improv, baby. So, you guys press on the forward. The choice is ultimately yours. I was kind of memeing there. You can go back and you can leave, but do you guys want to press forward?
I want to go forward.
Good
Then,
enough
as
for me.
you approach the end of the long, dimly lit corridor, your eyes get a glimpse of movement ahead. As you draw nearer, you see a beautiful young elven woman standing before you. She's dressed in a long, flowing black robe, which is quite revealing. She wears a pointy, almost stereotypical witch's hat atop her long silver hair. Her skin is pale and unblemished, and her features are delicate but striking, with piercing blue eyes that seem to sparkle in the dim light. She regards you with a mixture of curiosity and amusement, a sly grin playing at the corner of her lips. Welcome back.
Thank you.
She smiles and looks at all of you. So, you
we-
catch the one you're looking for?
No. Oh, he was a fast bastard. He got away.
Yeah, he was real fast.
Look, we can
Faster
save some
than me.
time here. The other one's gone, and I can assure you, I care not what you did to those mercenaries.
Oh,
I've
she
no love
knows
for
we
their
blew off
kind.
his head.
What you mean? I'm just hungry. I want to go get some lunch.
Just the second the slightest doubt is proposed, just immediate breaking. It's very funny.
Please don't blow off my head. I didn't mean to. We thought it was an accident. He did it.
She looks at you,
He
and
said
she
it
just
made his
lets
circle
out-
too big.
she lets out a laugh, and she just, do not worry. Again,
I am worried.
no love for the mercenaries. She's waving her hands. It makes you more worried because she doesn't want to gestures to talk.
He's like ducking. No, I'll see what they stop with the hands. I'll see what those do.
Okay. With that being said,
Gramus just giant face palm, just
would you care to have a chat? You could bind my hands if you like.
No, it's.
Yeah. And he's gonna walk over.
Dane, it's fine. It's okay.
The
She
hell no, those
smiles.
are weapons.
And as you get close, she just kind of whispers towards you. I assure you I won't need them for what comes
Nah, I
next.
don't want to hear your brain magic. La 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 la. It's just He's lawing while trying to tie her hands.
Yeah, survival or I always make this another kind of check, but I forget the check I usually make. But survival's a good one for
Sleight of
tying
hand?
knots.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, that's another one. Yeah.
Same difference. So whichever one, it's the same bonus. I'll just roll
Yeah.
one of them, and you do whatever.
Tying knots are 1-to-1 at this point, or with this particular thing, because it's like, yeah, they're just as good. Yeah, you tie a tight knot. Ooh, you can go a little tighter.
Okay.
Ah. Do you feel more comfortable now? I sure do.
Yeah. What? He's gonna like back away, back to the group behind Ollie.
So, ready to have this chat or
Suppose so.
any other plans?
I'll drop the Jaren form.
She smiles, not surprised.
So, what is it?
You
that
all are
you'd like
keeping
to
a
talk about?
distance besides this one. But even he's kind of stepped back. Come a little closer, why don't we? Let's have a sit. There's some chairs not too far from here.
Right. He's just
She
gonna kind
begins
of
to
walk over
walk
to.
off over towards the direction around the corner. Hands still bound. She sits in a wooden chair. It looks like this wooden chair is surrounding a table. There's a number of other chairs. It looks much newer than everything else here. It was probably brought down here by the mercenaries. She sits in it and just, so, 4 other chairs here. We can all sit, or you can stand. I don't really care. But I am curious. Curious about you. That's for sure.
I'll take a seat.
She smiles and nods. So, tell me, brave strangers, what brings you into the heart of a mercenary expedition?
Well, we are we just gonna tell her the truth? Oh,
Suppose we could ask
Hope
you the same
so.
question.
She seems to have heard that. With your hushed tone, she says, if you want to talk privately, that was my way of warning you, by the way. Go farther. I have keen ears.
She got crazy ear magic.
I'm just an elf.
So are they.
Then they understand.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I can hear real good.
But y'all can see good, you can hear good, you live forever. You're just like kind of stupid for the first couple
Just
centuries.
takes us a while to grow up, aye.
That's fair.
All right, whatever. So
Right then, and he kind of.
we ask her
Ju-
about the family.
Well,
I
first
guess so.
you asked us what brings us here. I could ask you the same question. You don't seem like you really belong here.
No, I can answer easy. I'm after a bottle. Told the goons a book, but you seem smarter than them. You seen it? Let me be more clear. I know you're carrying it.
Yeah, she knows we got a bottle.
Yep. So how about just an exchange of information? You want the
Exchange of
bottle.
information for goods, because I want the bottle. But yay.
Yeah, it's something we can talk about.
Well, you're not getting any information until I get my bottle. So that seems like there's only thing to talk about, eh?
Well, you see, I was gonna use the bottle for something, so
No, you're not.
I could.
No, you couldn't.
Oh, I got it. That's her hair. I
it's
figured
not.
it out.
Whose hair is it? Like an ex-boyfriend's?
Yanka's.
Is that like an ex-boyfriend?
No, she's the Great Crone.
Is that like an ex-girlfriend?
No.
Oh.
Current,
make
more
a-
closely.
Can I make a history check on Yanka?
This would be
Delicious.
a history, arcana, or religion.
Can I argue acrobatics?
Oh my god.
Is she a renowned trapeze
16?
artist?
Gymnast? Yeah.
16 is not enough to know what Yanka is.
Okay. So, what do you intend to do with the bottle? You gonna enslave everyone here, or
Nope.
anything nefarious?
Gonna create something wonderful. A new city, far away from here, not bother anybody. Spread medicine, spread good, spread truth, and spread knowledge. As Yanka wishes.
Interesting you would say that, because the mercenaries down there mentioned that ever since you came around, things have started getting getting suspect.
Is that what they said, or are you just misremembering?
They said you had your tendrils in the captain.
Like
I
some
fucked the
sort of
captain, that's
goggle.
for sure.
Hmm.
That's
Oh.
probably what they're referring to. And you know how soldiers talk. They're jealous. They wish I'd give them some attention, but I won't.
Oh yeah, Ollie here knows how soldiers talk.
Yeah.
And then he knows I'm right.
He was in the Marines. It's impressive.
Especially if he's in the Marines.
He just was like, "Oh yeah, she's got it down."
Well, since you have your tendrils in the captain, we give you the bottle. You, give us a pass to liberate a few prisoners.
Nope. Here's a different deal. You give me my bottle. We don't have to get any more physical than we already have, unless you really want to. And I provide you information. That's what you were after at first. Don't change the terms of the deal now.
Like you say you want to find a place of good and stuff. We're just trying to help a guy get his wife and daughter back.
I don't care about that. I care about my bottle.
Yeah, but I mean, when you have your bottle, it's not like we're gonna leave with your bottle. You're gonna get your bottle. It's just saying. I don't know if the good person thing to do is to just tell a bunch of kids to do something, or like I don't know, maybe help us.
I'm trying to help you. But you're not really kind of seeing the bigger picture here. I'm willing to help you. Not going to fight your battles for you. I'll give you information. I'll tell you all I know. But I'm not your little helper. I have bigger ambitions than dying in some pointless squabble with whatever the fuck problems you have here.
I don't
And
want you to fight. You just
Shouldn't
maybe
be a
ask the
squabble.
captain.
Yeah, your fuck buddy.
That-
Just
if
ask
you
him.
knew the captain, well,
I
you
know.
knew people, you would know that talking to people can be a battle too. And I ain't
Will
there
you
for
die?
that. You're acting like you have a point of negotiation here. Let me re-clarify. She just kind of breaks her hands apart. The ropes disintegrate. You don't. I'm being nice.
No,
Your
I
head
know.
exploding? I know you're worried about it.
We're
I can
gonna
make that
get your
happen.
bottle. Stop getting all aggressive. I'm just saying.
No,
trying to
no,
appeal
no,
to
no,
a
no, no,
better
no. I'm
person.
not trying to get aggressive. I'm actually getting defensive because you're trying to pry more and more from me, and I'm already willing to help you. You see how that's offensive?
So, I guess
All right.
one more question: how big of a circle can you make with your hands? Out
On a
Oh
scale
my
of 1
God.
to 0 to 9,
Yeah, 0 to 9.
about a 6.
Ooh, okay. Bottle for information sounds good to me. You guys? You
I agree.
Came in here with the intention of not getting information, so
So let's be more clear with our intentions instead of trying to get me to do more and more than what you actually want.
I'm not trying to get you to do anything. I'm just asking if you would.
You're not, your friends are.
Oh. What? Wait. So are you cool with what I asked?
Rephrase, a lot of things have been asked of me.
If you just ask your bandit captain guy to, I don't know, help us with this guy's wife and daughter business. I'm not trying to get you to do anything. I just think it's the right thing to do, and I'm just letting you know it's an option that you could pursue. It wouldn't cost you nothing, and it would do a lot of good.
The captain, he's tied up in a lot of nefarious business. I've heard a little bit about this. Willing to talk about that. And I may be able to commit a 6 on that little scale, but a 6 doesn't necessarily help you much if you've been stabbed 6 or 7 times in the chest with a sword. So, with all that in mind, willing to help you, the thing you're asking me to do is going to end up risking my life. I don't know if the captain will be happy to hear my questioning. I don't know if he'll take it the wrong way. He's been an ultimately reasonable man, so it's not so outside of the purview of what I'm willing to do. But if I'm going to do that, I will need more than the bottle. Bottles, it's not really negotiable in this increment. If you want something more from me, other than information, you'll agree to help me. I won't tell you when. I don't actually know exactly when. I just know that when I have this bottle and I take it to the spot that I'm supposed to take it and I plant it in the ground, there's going to be more challenges ahead. Help me then, and I'll help you now. Or give me my bottle, I'll give you information, and you can carry on your merry way. No obligation to me. We go our separate directions. How's that sound?
I mean, our heads are still on her shoulders, so she's being pretty nice, all considering.
Yeah. I don't know. How do you guys feel being indebted to somebody? I'd rather not. I think bottle for information is where I'm leaning towards.
Less work for both of us. I don't disagree.
Um,
I vote that we. I don't know. Let me think about this a little bit harder.
If you want to go deeper down the tunnel, you can go about 300 paces. I won't be able to hear you anymore. Promise. If you
Should
want
we-
to do it in private, I genuinely don't. I would cast a silent spell around myself where I couldn't hear anything, that kind of thing, but or deafen myself. But you have no way of believing if that's truly what I'm doing. So, up to you what you do from there.
We also have no way of knowing or believing that you can't hear us if we walk 300 feet away.
Sure. But why would I tell you any of this if I was trying to deceive you?
To deceive us.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I don't really care. What are we trying to talk about in private?
I was just asking if you'd rather, give her the bottle. She'll give us information on what the whereabouts of the auxiliary camps, was it?
Yeah.
Or we give her the bottle. She helps us with the captain to free the prisoners, and we are indebted to her somehow, some way, at some point of time.
That's okay. I don't mind owing a favor to a good person. I got where I am from favors.
Ollie, what are your
Alright.
thoughts on this? We've heard, yeah, I was say we've heard from Dane, we've heard from, well, Zion has yet to state his true opinion, but he is the mediator.
Like if she's a good person, that'd be cool, but like I don't know. So I don't really care.
I mean, Dane, do you honestly believe she's a good person? No offense, ma'am. I'm just wondering.
Shrugs.
I believe that she could be.
And if she's not, you're okay with being indebted to her?
Then she would have taken the bottle. She would
Now
be
you're
wasting
thinking.
all this time on us. If there's anything I know about bad people, is that they're impatient.
Just out of curiosity, to make this a little bit easier, what if we don't give you the bottle? Then what?
Then I leave you alone. For now. But just know, no matter where you go, I feel that bottle. That's how I knew it was here. You won't escape me. And if you do, you won't escape Yanka, or the one she sends after me. So, live looking over your shoulder. Help me. I don't really give a damn either. I'm kind of like with this one. It'll work itself out.
Ollie points to his head and goes, guys, we could just take the hair out of the bottle and then she can't see the hair and we just drop the bottle anywhere. Easy. Yeah, I mean, that's sounds not so bad. I mean, we might be able to take our chances on that one.
Well, might I suggest then, if she was bad, like the others said, then probably wouldn't waste time by letting us leave with the thing she desires. If she were evil.
That was the point that one just made. She points over to Dane.
She could also be like lying about being like a 6 out of 9. I mean, she said she like 6 stabs would take her out. I can do like 3 stabs like super
I
quick.
don't know. I tied that knot pretty tight, and
Yeah, but
hemp
like
rope is
Dane's
like no
got
joke.
or
Kind of.
Dramus has fire magic. He could burn some rope. Dramus, you can burn rope,
You
right?
didn't burn it.
I can do that.
Yeah, same
She
You
thing.
looks at
do
you
it with
all.
your hands tied. I thought you needed your hands to draw circles.
Are we doing this violently or are we not? I don't have all day.
No, we're not being violent. Quit it.
It
No
sounds like there's
violence.
plans to oppose me in some sort of violent fashion. It's fine.
No, they're just
Totally understand.
No, I'm just like spitballing. I throw options
Yeah,
out there. I don't really mean any of them.
yeah,
That's fair.
As a gesture of goodwill, that just put the bottle down like in the middle of the room. It's like, no one's going anywhere. We're just talking. So can you just tell us a little about the captain? You said he does nefarious things.
Kick over that bottle. I'll tell you every last thing I know. No more keeping it behind the cusp. That's the deal. I've made that clear. You want information, give me the bottle. There's no going to be... I'm not going to forget that I want information if you just keep asking me a question, is what I'm saying. I'm not going to answer it until I get that bottle.
Okay, and I'll stand back up, and pick the bottle up from the middle room, and just give it to her, and be like, "Okay."
She takes it. If
Trusting you.
if everyone else is cool with that, there's enough distance that you guys could intervene, but everyone else is cool with that. It happens. She takes the bottle. She looks at you. Quite a relief. Now, I'm a woman of my word. I'm here to help you in all the ways I agreed to. You want to know about the captain? What specifically?
You said he's up to nefarious things, and well, we're trying to, just make our home a better place. And we're just questioning about the auxiliary camps that he holds.
Heard of this camp. Heard of these nefarious things for sure. He talks on this fancy Magitech doohickey of his. Uses it to speak, from what I've gathered, to the commander of some band called the Two-Fingered Hand. He always sends me out to do his, when he does his talks. In fact, he just sent me away a little bit ago for that exact purpose. So I assume he's still talking to the fella.
You know his whereabouts?
Aye, and his tent.
The Two-Fingered Hand, sorry.
No.
And then, Dane, can we borrow your map? Do you?
Yeah, it's think of it as like a communal map at this point.
Appreciate it. Can you point out on here whereabouts the auxiliary camp would be?
Like I said, don't know where it is,
Oh. Then
but I
can
know
you-
the captain does.
So if we offered you a favor in the future, would you be able to find out for us?
That was the deal proposed. Could I? Yes. Will I? I'll try. But if I don't, I won't expect you to hold up your end of the favor. Unless something bad happens to me, of course. Then you'll feel my wrath. Well, Yanka's wrath.
So, I think the more time we waste with this, the more concerned I am for our good friend Thaddeus's family.
If you're concerned with
So
wasting time, get a move on. If you got no other questions, you know where to go. Ask Durand where the fucking auxiliary camp is. He knows.
Do we want to waste time with that, or
Is
How
it
do we
wasting
feel?
time to find out how to get the thing you want?
well, you mentioned you'd be able to figure it out for us if we offered to do you a favor in
That'll
the
still take time.
whenever. Oh,
Probably the
Well.
rest of the night, because I have to fuck him, talk to him, figure out what he knows, get him drunk.
Is that the
Alright.
order?
It varies.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know about all of that. You're the smart. I don't know. You're older than everyone here, and you're involved in this stuff. What do you think would be the best way to find this guy's kidnapped wife and kid? That's all we're after. Oh, and also we heard about a minotaur that killed a whole bunch of guards. We probably got to deal with that.
all right. Forgot about that.
Yeah, that's not good.
One thing at a time, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean ideally, but sometimes they end up being at the same time, and we get in over our heads. But
Who, us? Never.
yeah. Let's say the first one. Yeah, for top priority. How would you go about finding where the guy's wife and kids are, knowing that they were kidnapped and being held ransom to get people to do bad things, and your company people, Blackfish, is involved.
Me, I've already told you. I'd fuck him, get him drunk, and get him to talk.
Or I can do two of those things. Well,
Which
Well,
maybe
there you
one of them
go.
things.
Maybe you have an avenue on your own without my help then.
Okay, but no, if you think that's the way to do it, then I'll leave you to it. But
Do
while
you
you
know-
do that,
Sorry.
what do you want us to do? Just wait around while you go and do all that?
Look, I'm not your keeper. I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do. You gotta make some decisions on your own. You want my help, I'll help you. The rest is up to you. All of you.
Do you know of any maps he has that, would have these locations that we desire?
You could search his tent, which is where he'll be. That's where those things would be.
After she does the drinking and the questioning and stuff.
Aye, if you want me just to get him drunk and knock him out, that's an easier task, but would still incur the favor.
Nah, I think option A is the better one.
But can you just tell us when he's not in his tent?
Very rarely. He does most of his commanding and operating from there. He sleeps there. He eats and drinks there. He shits there, in fact, and as a servant, carry it out.
I feel like we're overthinking this.
Ah,
Yeah.
you are. Greatly.
I think we're all. I mean, I think it's clear that we don't know that this auxiliary camp is some hidden thing. I mean, one of the guards, they were clearly idiots down there, and they knew about it. So, what's to say it's not
I only don't know because I don't give a fuck. He's got a
right?
point.
So, if it's an open source of information in this group, we're dressed like them. Why don't we just go ask him ourselves?
Well, she said he's rather stabby, so maybe we can just ask random
No.
Yeah,
options.
she's
I
gonna
said
do
he'd
it.
be
I don't know if
stabby
she'll do
if
it.
I betray him or make it clear I'm trying to betray him. He's
Well, if we
very
say,
honorable
hey,
otherwise.
you're involved in some stuff, kidnapping a guy's wife and kid, and we're trying to stop it.
You might get stabbed.
Yeah, we might get stabbed, especially if he's only doing it because they've got something of his too. Maybe they got his wife and kid. Maybe they just take everyone's wife and kids.
Just be subtle about it, is my point. If you
Or
That's what
don't,
I'm
have
he
saying.
do
won't.
it.
If you're subtle about it, he won't get stabby.
We're
I,
we're
I really
we're
think we
like
should
one
just
of
have her
them.
do it.
So we do it, not her.
I don't want to fuck no one, and I don't want to risk nothing
Mhm.
more than we already have. When she can do it without risk.
Okay, so she
Why
does
why
it.
are we not having her do this? She's trying to
Alright.
help us. Let her help.
All right.
They're scared of
Well-
the favor. They think it's nefarious, but I promise you,
Well,
Can it
It's
just
not
be
so
me
bad.
that owes you the favor? I'm good with favors.
she also
aye,
said
might take you away for a long time.
She also said if something happens to her, then we're gonna feel like 10 people's wraths that all end with like this top witch whose hair we just
Right.
gave her.
If I
I
agree
can-
to help you, you still owe me the favor. If you don't follow me the favor, even if I get hurt or get fucked up, even if this doesn't turn out how you hope, you owe me the favor, is my point. You go back on that favor, that's when you feel the wrath.
Yeah, if it gets
Me
his
trying
family
gets
back,
you the
I'll take
favor.
That's fine.
Okay. But Dane, you used to be our leader, so if you want the favor, we can get the favor. I'm okay with
Yeah,
the favor.
I'll do the favor. You guys seem very hesitant about the whole thing, and I don't blame you. But if it means getting if that is his family back, I can deal with a favor or 2 or 5.
All right. Now, don't get the wrong idea. The way we seal these things is with a kiss.
I just had a thing.
She kind of pulls you close. I
I'm
wouldn't steal
uncomfortable.
it.
Can you do like a cheek thing or like a forehead thing? Like mom does
Nope.
that, and it's fine.
It's got to be lip to lip. Sorry.
I'm all like covered in blood. I just had a tentacle thing ripped out of my neck.
She pushes you back. It's part of the magic. Doesn't work otherwise. Trust me, I don't want to kiss a bloody fucking corpse either.
I'm not a bloody corpse.
Almost
Fine,
are.
fuck you. I'm an adult. I can do that. Fine. And he's
Oh.
just gonna like 2 hands like smush her face and just fucking plant it.
And yeah, she kisses passionately back and then pulls back. Great. It is sealed.
Dane's first kiss. How sweet.
Shut up. That's not my first. I've kissed loads of.
That's at least my
people.
third.
I've kissed a whole lot of people. Like all of them. All the pretty. Even some of the not pretty ones. I kissed them all. I'm a.
Hero.
Okay, no, she was my first.
We've all
He's a
been there.
kiss all.
But it's fine. Hey, my first kiss was a super powerful 6 out of 9 witch.
Oh, it was
She
your first
pats you all on
kiss.
the shoulder. Well, I'll leave you all to continue your squabbles. I've got work to do.
Wait, hold on. I got one more thing. This is more of a gift than I think. And he's gonna pull out that pot and just take the lid off. He's not gonna fucking touch the thing, but just show the open pot with the goggles in there. I found this little feller, and he let me do something real cool, but then he tried to become one with my neck, and I didn't want that, so I pulled him off, and he threw a big temper tantrum and tried to rip my throat out, but he seemed real desperate for like friendship. He wanted to just be together forever, and
Mhm.
this seems more like something. I don't know. Do you need a friend?
I can take care of it, but before you give up this item, looking at it, it looks like it has some use to it. It's got power.
Yeah, it was
Eh,
really useful.
Sounds cursed based on how you describe it.
Mm-hmm.
But curses, there are ways to remove curses from items and still retain their useful values. Up to you if you want to get rid of it.
Well, is he the curse? Because like I like him. He was just kind of desperate and clingy.
That, admittedly, is hard to say without researching more into the nature of this curse. But typically, actually, it varies. There are sapient pieces of gear that are wholesome. There are ones that are evil. Just as varied as the mortals, I'd say.
You can't tell.
without some further rituals and spells, which would take time, no.
No, just keep it, Dane. We're like loaded now. We can pay somebody in the church to take the curse away, and then
Yeah,
we
but
can
like, if
see,
I take him to the
rest of
church, what
us.
if they like hurt him?
He hurt you?
So's Ollie. He's uppercut me a few times.
Look,
You
if
all
you're
hurt me when
interested,
you left.
look, we're friends now.
Right,
If
now
you
we're
want this
getting
curse
personal.
removed, I can help you with that, and I won't hurt him. You have someone to talk to now about those kind of things. Don't worry too much about that. I can give you my contact information if things go well here.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I trust that you would do. This seems more like a witchy thing, and I already
That's
owe you
kind of
favors.
stereotypical. Witches aren't the only ones who lay curses, you know.
Yeah, but you do.
Some do, not all.
Okay, well, more than priests, probably.
No,
Oh,
priests are much more common,
well, hell,
at least in my experience.
whatever. I trust you more than some church. Plus, I already owe you a favor, so like, whatever. And it's not because you're my first kiss.
Well, all
And
right.
he's gonna hold out the pot to her.
She takes it. I'll just carry this fucking thing around with me, I guess.
It just
Now I'm
don't put 'em
gonna
on your face.
go and sort yourselves out while I'm gone.
How long approximately should we rendezvous? Have like really long fuck sessions with a man, or
Let's it's about 4:30 or so. You should wait down here for about 4 hours or so, and then
Jesus
head up.
Christ? Okay.
He'll be unconscious by then. It'll be early for him, but that's why you hired me.
And before you go, the last thing I promise. What's your name? I feel like I did this thing kind of out of order.
Sable.
Okay. Hi, Sable. I'm Dane.
Hello, Dane.
Always so polite.
This is because I was taught manners.
Hey. Don't know the rest of your names, but don't really need to if you don't feel comfortable giving them. So, Dane, she kind of gives you a nod. Hope the rest of
Zion.
your friends. Oh, yeah? Oh, Zion. Nice to
Zion.
meet you. Well, I bid you adieu for now. She heads off.
Have fun.
Always do.
I'm not flustered. You're flustered.
Guys, I kind of zoned. Did we kill her?
Super dead. And we
Oh,
took the
nice.
rest of her hairs and bottled them up, and now we're just gonna disperse them everywhere.
What?
What?
Ollie, have you ever thought of maybe taking a step back from the
I was like so
Indeed.
far back that whole conversation.
like
Do you
were
want me
in
to go
slow
even
motion?
further?
Because I can really quickly.
Ollie goes down the
How
hall.
far gone
He's
you
like,
want
this
me?
far? He goes down the stairs. This far?
I can't hear him anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't have the elf ears. Oh,
I can hear him.
300 feet away.
So apparently this captain has the stamina of a horse or something, and it's gonna take 4 hours.
Or it takes that long before he's in the mood.
Yeah, because the process is get him drunk, then, or, fuck him, then get him drunk, then he passes out.
And somewhere along the way, she gets information.
Yep.
Right. So what are we gonna do for 4 hours?
Are we just gonna wait here?
Good question. I'll let you guys figure that out while I go piss.
Play rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, I know what we could play. His he just demeanor's very cheery, and he goes to reach into his little messenger bag, and he pulls out like a little box, and he puts it on the table, and he pulls up the top of the box, and it's a dragon chess set.
I'm not.
What's that?
Pass.
What? No. We have
What? What's
perfect
that? Pass?
opportunity.
No. You whipped out the chessboard at the sports meet, and everyone's like, "The fuck, guy, go home."
You don't like chess?
No, I know she's getting some information, but we can like go down there and get more, maybe.
Or we could find a way to make a hacky sack.
What's that?
It's like a ball filled with like little beads or sand, and you just like kick it around.
I'm like,
Oh, I
Oh,
remember you taught me
ball
how to do
bearings?
that.
Those are a little heavy, but like close.
Oh, I'm quite versed in hacky sack. There was a lot of people at Bard College that played hacky sack actually.
We
I
should
got
make a
these,
hacky sack.
and it's already in a bag.
You know, it'll be a little heavy, but
It weighs 0.002 of a pound. Oh no, that's per ball. It weighs half a pound.
No, I don't know how much hacky sacks usually weigh.
You guys hacky sacking for 4 hours?
Yeah, Dean is attempting to hacky sack a half-pound ball of
Well,
ball bearings.
Dramus brought out his dragon chess set, and everyone was everyone was just like, no. So
I mean, I part of me wants
That's
to explore
actually
more,
pretty
but
close. I just kind of looked it up. That actually is fairly close to the weight of a hacky sack. Would you say it was? Half
this
a
is
pound?
perfect.
half a pound.
Okay, then it's not. It's like
This is not
one-
perfect.
It's 5 times heavier than a hacky sack.
Like training.
Well,
is
we're
less than hacky
heroes.
sack.
We can play hacky sack.
It's a
Why don't you
big
take-
hacky sack.
Can we take half the ball bearings out?
No,
I guess a fifth.
he doesn't have another bag. Where's he gonna put them?
Just hold them? That's foolish.
He's gonna lose
Pouch.
them.
Yeah, if they're in the backpack, it'll take forever to get them all out.
Just mix it with the coins and then sort those later.
It'll make your feet stronger. Just kick the bag.
You guys are kicking for 4 hours. 1 hour passes. 2 hour
Yeah.
passes.
It sounds
I
like a
would
short rest to me.
I
just
break
like
my
to point
foot.
out
2
that
hours past this
Dramus
point, so yeah.
is not participating. He is playing dragon chess by himself.
Mhm.
He's just mumbling like strategy stuff to himself as he plays. No, that move wouldn't make sense.
How
If I
we
did
not-
this instead.
How did we not notice that he talks to himself earlier? I mean, all the signs were there that he was going to blow that guy's head off.
I heard that.
No,
Elfiers.
got Elfias too.
This is I guess I'll do first floor, and while he's hacky sacking, he's gonna hype himself up, and then
Oh.
I'll have another one. You said
Heck
we're here
yeah.
for multiple hours, yeah?
You guys have been here for 2 hours so far. If you're planning to wait here another 4 hours, the 4 hours go by, no problem. So it's about
First
9 p.m. at this point.
All right. I think that's about 4 hours or so of time. Honestly, from that
Come on,
kiss thing,
play
I
this
think it'd
game.
only take her like 2. I'm like an expert on the subject. So I say we go find her.
Yep. I disguised myself again. It kind of dropped while we were playing hacky sack.
Just wait until I show you guys this thing called a kendama. You guys are gonna love it. It's got a spike
Ooh.
and like 2 balls and a 1 ball and 2 cups. I'll show you some cool moves.
Pass.
That's fair.
So, heading up the stairs,
Mhm.
you head up and you quickly find yourselves at the very. Actually, you're already at the base of the tower. So, But if you guys went a little lower, yeah. Anyways, you're actually not. You don't have to go any higher. Sorry, I misdescribed it. Where she was at the base of the ruined tower, so you can just kind of head out into the camp from here if you're at that point, or if you guys went lower to hide, that's fine too. But either way, you're fine, and you want to press on into the camp, then you do fairly easily. As you step out, you see up on a almost not quite a soapbox, a little bigger than a soapbox, in fact, like a little wooden platform on a stool. There is an orc dressed in pieces of heavy armor, and he begins to speak. Listen, you may look at my bum leg, my missing arm, and my missing eye, and you may have gathered that I don't do too much fighting anymore. But I've seen what the Blackfish can do on the battlefield, and let me tell you, you want to be on our side when the fighting starts. Trust me, the pay is good, the loot is better, and you'll have brothers and sisters in arms who will have your back. You kind of hear that speech going on as you kind of make your way through the camp. The speech continues. You can stand and listen if you want, but if you want to move on, you can. You see that no one's really paying you too much mind. There's a lot of soldiers kind of going on through this camp. There's I described it before, but I'll re-describe it for you guys. There are a few points of interest. There's the ruined tower, of which you come out. You see the leader's tent up on the hill, the recruit tent city, the veteran tent city, and the walls surrounding the place. That's all I'll say.
Well, straight to the leader's tent then.
Assuming we're guessing that it's the one at the top of the hill. Makes sense.
That's what I thought.
Well, let's get a move on then. I'm getting tired of hearing this mercenary propaganda.
It's kind of terrible propaganda when you think of it. Why do you have the most beat up guy talking about how great we all are? Nobody wants to end up like him.
Don't know. Why don't you go ask him?
Nope.
Mm-hmm. So, heading onwards. You draw closer through the camp until you arrive at a large tent, easily twice the size of other tents in the camp. The material is thick and sturdy, reinforced with leather straps and adorned with the symbol of the Blackfish mercenaries. There are a number of guards, about 2 or 3 kind of on the outskirts of the tent. They're not like right next to the tent entrance, but they are just kind of like patrolling the area.
I just like approach the entrance and clear my throat real loud. You sent for us then?
Yeah, just approaching the entrance, like to the two, yeah, I gotcha. They look at you and they look a little confused. We didn't send for anybody.
The captain sent for us. He had us on some witchy business and
Soldier, you sound really drunk right now. You sure the captain's got business with you?
Oh, almost 100% positive.
He looks at you. What business is that exactly?
Was like super secret witchy business. I can't exactly divulge it to just anyone. If he says I can tell you, then I'll tell you.
And he looks over to his companion. All right, I'll check on the captain, see if he's ready to receive visitors. The other one starts to wander off. We'll see if he's ready. If he is and he wants to talk to you, he will. You just wait here for a bit. A few minutes later, kind of whispers. The other one kind of comes back, whispers. The one that was talking. Seems like the captain's asleep at the moment, so you're gonna have to come back later. Captain needs his rest. Any important things you needed to say? Leave them with me. We've been authorized to pass them on to the captain.
Did the witch come this way
She
about
did.
4 hours ago?
That's why That's why the captain's asleep.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
Yeah, the captain wanted us to pass off something to which you know where she went.
She's in there with him,
Oh,
asleep.
Still?
Yeah. The captain's a vigorous man.
He like wore out the witch.
They were both asleep. Isn't that right? And the other soldier nods.
Are you sure?
I didn't go over there. Didn't go over there and check. The other one says. I didn't like feel their pulse. I looked in there. They were both laying there in the bed, like on not bed, but like a bedroll. Didn't really got a bed. Just kind of has like the whole bedroll laid out.
I figured I'd just talk to her real quick. She said it was urgent business and
Nope.
to report to her real
They're
quick.
asleep. If they wanted to talk to you, they'd be awake. That makes sense, right?
Does make sense.
Makes a little sense, but they
Makes a
also
lot of sense.
said it was super urgent.
If it was super
Like-
urgent, would be awake.
You know, he's right. I'm sure that she'll be out soon.
All right,
Like any minute now. She'll stop.
Maybe. Or she'll be asleep all night, and then you can talk to her in the morning. but-
Nah, that's probably not going to happen. I'm sure that she's just waiting for something, and
They
then,
look
and
at
then
each
she'll
other.
come out. Yeah.
They look at you. All right, recruits. Back to the recruit city with you then. Go get some drinks. Go get some sleep. Go get some fucking revelry before you get an assignment. Aren't you, like, needing some downtime? Haven't you been adventuring out in too long? That's what most of you recruits say when you get here. Don't you want to
Yeah.
take a little bit of a load off?
I just about had my throat ripped out earlier, so.
He looks at you, sees the scars. Oh, wow.
Hey, real quick, is there like a sparring area or something? I've got some sudden pent up aggression that I'd like to vent onto, preferably someone that can feel it.
Oh, yeah. Recruits got a fighting ring, and then the veterans got a fighting ring. Once you've proven yourself in the recruit one, you can move on to the veteran one. You keep proving yourself. You might even get yourself in the elite guard and be allowed our position.
I'm not
As you
trying to get
were.
a promotion. I just want to hurt someone.
Sure. Recruit tents for you. Go to the city, look for that big old ring, and there's plenty of dumb idiots there to whack.
Okay. Any names come to mind of people who are especially shit and deserving of getting their face punched in?
John Johnson, Smithson. They both suck.
Those are easy names. Gotcha. Can I fight them both like same time to save some time?
I ain't the organizer, the ring guy, but yeah, they usually allow multiple fights. Don't know how it all works.
Great. Perfect. Thanks, guys. I've got somewhere to be.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know. See you later. What about the rest of you? You just kind of standing there looking at me like you're waiting for me to say something.
Oh no, I'm gonna go watch this fellow beating John and Smithson.
Hey. There you go. Sounds like you got some entertainment for the night. Enjoy it. We'll see how long that lasts. That's what the captain's been talking about.
Adios.
See you
You guys
later.
pick up that Dane seemed like he was kind of upset.
I think he may be a little jealous that his first kiss just went then.
I don't have elf ears, but I can hear you.
What is up?
You
with
Was it
you
meant to
and
be
your
a
goddamn
secret?
hearing?
You've moved a little way at this ways at this point, unless you stopped and waited for the group to catch up.
No, he's walking up. He's
Yeah.
like probably kicked a rock and then kept going.
I'd say a little jealous.
So it's just you three, Ollie, Zion, and Dramus in the back.
guy. I don't think I've ever seen him be jealous before.
Also, what do you think that was all about? That she's just like sleeping? What the hell? What she was supposed to pass on information?
Well, nothing that can be done about it now, so
Do we just go back up to the tower later and hopefully she'll be there?
I don't know. There's probably more information to gather around here. In the meantime, no need to wait for her.
Um, and yeah, just a point. If you talk to anybody, you gotta change your accent a little bit. Use your like standard Ramshorn accent that you grew up with, not the new uppity noble one you got on. They might see you suspicious or something.
This is my accent.
No. I remember it being much different when we were younger.
Well, must have had different ears then.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always talked this way.
Okay, if you say so, Dramus.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. And he's just gonna kind of adjust his messenger bag and kind of adjust his collar, and he's gonna kind of walk away from the group and kind of venture off and kind of see what he can get into or explore.
Okay. Well, there are a lot of. Do you need me to like say the locations? Because it's like there's the various places, the points of interest that you can go to. The tent city is a tent city for a reason. There's taverns, there's shops, there's everything you can need in the recruit tent city and in the veterans tent city. It's more or less a settlement. So any particular direction you're heading?
Probably towards like the veteran tents.
As you kind of head over to the veteran tents, you get stopped right on the outside. Hang on a minute. Where's your patch?
You talking
Veteran
about
patch?
my veteran's patch?
Yep.
Oh, silly me, I must have gotten confused, because I'm not one of those.
He nods. Not a veteran?
I guess not.
If you need a pass, we sell day passes to the recruits. 25 gold. We got access to the best equipment, best drinks, best fighters, best training. It's well worth the price.
Where did Dane and Zion go? They went to like go spar, but
Recruit City, you called it.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm
recruit
not
tent city.
sparring, but I'm definitely following Dane. I was gonna put some money on his fights.
well,
So those two are heading off to the fights in the recruit tent city. The arena's there. But you guys would have split at this point. Where are you, Ollie?
I was probably just like walking around. He might head back towards where the two dead bodies are, but for right now he's just kind of chilling.
All right. So, Dramus. Just you.
well, probably gonna go join the others then.
Okay. Joining, you have a choice here because Ollie's wandering around the camp. You see him just kind of wandering around the camp, and you see Zion. I should say, you don't see Zion and Dane, but you do know they're generally in the recruit tent city.
I think he's gonna go look for Ollie and make sure
Yeah.
he's
You see him, and
he's okay.
you head over to him.
So, what are you doing?
Well, oh, I was just walking around. You know, it's like if we're gonna get this information, then you don't really have to question anybody, and I don't really want to fight them if we don't have to. It feels like that's what we were avoiding. So I'm just gonna walk around. I might go burn those two dead guys because that's what we were gonna do, and I feel bad just leaving them back there. But otherwise, I'm just kind of like waiting, you know, just chilling.
Right. Do you ever feel a sense of like, I wish I was doing more
No,
than just chilling?
what's
No.
that?
Mm-hmm.
It's like any sort of drive towards anything, Ollie.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Not even being in the Marines, they didn't
Oh yeah,
instill anything.
they tried, but like it was just a lot. Which is probably
Right.
like nobility, right? Like that's a lot, right?
It is.
Don't you wish
it
that they
is a
would
lot.
like back off from you when you're a noble? Like kind of same thing, just in reverse.
It is. I agree. I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, if you had the choice, would you be like super chill or would you be like a noble? You know,
Super chill. For sure.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. You get me. I get you. It's good to be back.
Yeah. Yes, I'm quite quite chill, as you would say it. I would like to think.
And you know, I do want to play your game. It's just like I don't know how to play. They didn't teach me that. So I mean, if you want to play someday, I'll try. But you're just so good at it. You're gonna beat me.
I could teach you to play if you're actually interested.
Would you learn how to hacky sack?
Feel like that's a fair trade.
Okay, that is fair. Tell you what, let's go burn those bodies and let's go play.
Let's go burn the the corpses and then go play hacky sack. Let's do it.
Yeah. You two start to head down back towards the area with the corpses, back down below in the ruin. As you guys enter into the tower, you two see standing there, just kind of contemplatively, where you first met the witch. She looks at you. Oh, hello. Welcome back. Got your information for you.
Oh, sick. See, it pays not to have drive. Oh, what's the information?
You had enough drive to get me going, but that doesn't matter. Well, remind me all of the things you wanted to know so I don't forget to leave anything out.
Okay, Dramus, remind us what we wanted.
We wanted to know where the auxiliary camp that they keep the prisoners is at.
I heard him talking about it somewhere in the Barrier Mountains. Barrier Mountains are big, I'll give you that. Not super useful information, but somewhere in the mountains. Presumably, not too far from Ramshorn. Also heard about, well, I did a little sneaking as I was creeping around the camp on my way up. Heard that they're planning on transferring the prisoners soon. From this auxiliary camp to a place called the Hollow Home. I don't know if any of you have heard of it. I'm not from the area, so I haven't, but it sounded like it was a place to know.
History check.
Yeah. Anyone from Ramshorn could know this. Yeah, you both know the Hollow Home. It's right here. It is a building that has been abandoned for years. It's the family that lived in it were murdered a long time ago. People think it's haunted. Heard something about some sort of outpost underneath it. Not really sure about what that's about.
An outpost beneath Ramshorn.
I don't know. Is the Hollow Home in Ramshorn? Then yes.
You know what's funny? If I just stayed in the saloon, I would have been closer than we are now. That's crazy. Doing stuff sucks.
No work
That's
pays
true,
off.
but you would have no way of knowing it was there, I suppose.
I probably would have felt it.
Doubt it.
Yeah, I got vibes on Ramshorn.
Didn't know you were that tuned in with the locality.
Yeah, I've got my finger on the pulse. Well, hey,
Well,
good information. I'm
that all
glad
you
you got
wanted to
your
know?
buddy. How long do you think you're gonna take Dane when you're gonna take him?
Good question. Really don't know. Yanka set me on the path. She said I'd plant this, and she said it would take some time to plant. Once it grows, I'll have a new hut. It'll have some legs. I'll be able to move around. And From there, the path will be made clear.
Oh, sick! You're gonna take your home with you? That's awesome.
Then
Can I get one
travel.
of those?
So far, Yonka only seems to take in women. Are you a woman?
Nah.
Then, if you could do something about that, maybe.
Is there any like dude that like gives you house feet?
Not that I know of.
Ah, damn.
Would be cool though.
Yeah.
But I don't have to worry too much about that, given I'm allowed in on this one.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, you've got a set. Unfortunately, we don't have any women in our party.
No, but you could ride around with me if you know, you want to go a company Dane, maybe.
Oh, really? That's so nice.
Hey, you don't have to help. You could just hang out in the house.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
She smiles.
You could just like
Really?
crash on my
Yeah.
couch, bro.
Well, probably not, but it's like really nice.
Oh, good. I was gonna say it's nothing at all to let you crash. Anyways, well, I think I learned some other things, but no big deal if you're not concerned about them. We done here? Because I plan on getting far away from this little blackfish gang as I can tonight. Gonna turn into a bat, fly away.
Honey, I'm the king of unconcerned. You're all good in my book.
I mean, yeah,
Cool.
Anything?
I appreciate your can-do attitude. By the way, you're from Ramshorn, right?
Yeah.
Here, give this back to the smith. And she kind of hands you a set of tools. I borrowed them, turned into a bat, flew away. He's been, I'm sure he's looking for him again. Didn't intend to keep on him. But if you're going back to Ramshorn, I don't have to stop there and drop him off. Maybe I'll pay you something for him.
Nah, these are his stuff. I'll just bring it back, but no worries. I got you.
Hey, appreciate it. Well, tell him. Sorry I didn't ask, but I needed him to fix the fucking Magitech speaker thing in his tent.
Yeah. He'll understand. I'm sure he's really reasonable. And I just gave him a lot of like scrap.
Good. Well, that ties up all my loose ends in town. Oh. Also, there's this. I talked to this creature, and she pulls out this small Leoret and holds it. Talked to this thing. Apparently, it belongs to someone in town. However, it doesn't seem to like it there. It would prefer to come with me. I don't want to get in the way of the law or anything, and I don't want to inconvenience the people of Ramshorn any. You want to take it back to the mythical menagerie? Or do you want me to keep it? I'm quite fond of the fella.
Don't worry about this, Dramus. I got it. And Ollie's gonna like put his head near the Leorette and just be like, "What do you want?" And he's gonna try to inside this Leorette.
Yeah, make an insight check on the Aaliyah Red as you get close to it, or animal handling check even. One of the two would be accurate here. Animal handling probably more accurate, but insight's funny. As you try to read through the cat's emotions and try to figure out what it wants, you don't necessarily know what this means, but as you get close to it and you push your head up against it as a stranger, it digs its claws deeper into that of the one holding it, which is the witch, and she holds it, and it kind of like clings to her.
I think it's afraid to go back.
That's what it said. Apparently, there's so many other kitty cats there. This one doesn't get the attention it wants. It likes to roam, wants to explore, wants to see the world. Apparently, it can't do that with its current owner.
Hmm. Do you know who its owner is?
He calls her, well, gold hair. Don't really know what that means, but or gold fur might be a better translation. Presumably, someone has something to do with that sign he saw. I can kind of see into his memories more or less, and I like see this individually talked about, and I see the sign that says Mythical Menagerie, and I see all the other cats. And this lady, she was nice to him, just didn't give him the opportunities he needed to explore. Like I said, or like he said, I should say, he wants to roam. He likes to travel.
And you're gonna have that traveling house. This is like perfect.
I'm gonna be traveling. I don't think its original
like,
owner is.
Imagine a witch without a cat, right? I don't actually know, but I assume witches love cats.
I like cats.
What do you think,
The great
Travis?
crone does as well.
Are we
One
gonna
of her favorite animals.
go against what this little kitty says?
Of course not.
Of course not. Take the kitty.
She nods. All right. Well, putting it back in my bag, and then I'm gonna shapeshift, and we're not gonna worry too much about how that works. And she pats you on the cheek. Well, thank you for your help.
Don't tell Dane.
And as she goes, she kind of gives you both a very intimate hug, just kind of hugs you both in. Appreciate you both. And as she does, you feel her arms around your back turn to leathery wings as she shifts into a small bat and starts to fly past you.
You know what this means, right?
Not at all.
Dane kissed a bat.
Oh, you're right. You kissed a bat.
Jumping over to Dane. Dane, well, actually, we'll jump over to Zion. Zion, you're a little bit behind Dane. You see Dane in the middle of this arena. He is just like, he's slamming John Johnson around and Smithson around, and they're just getting tossed up and down this arena fight. The announcer's going crazy. He seems to be very happy about his situation because it looks like there's some, minor bets taking place here or there. But as you watch this, or as you come in, you see the fight's already pretty much over. He's already mopped the floor with these two within just a few seconds, as are most D&D combats. But they are defeated, and you see Dane there. Dane there, you just defeated these two. What are you doing as the crowd of mercenaries kind of looks on you cheering? You do see Zion in the crowd there too.
I'm just gonna make a roll to myself to see if he's satiated from this yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's I think he's when there and in those handful of seconds, he wasn't necessarily fighting like for technique or to win. He just wanted to hurt someone in the way that like he's punching holes in walls, but the walls have feelings. Yeah. And he's like vented, and he was told these guys are bad guys, so he like really kind of beat the shit out of them. And he's like, "All right, I think I'm done."
And the announcer's like, "Oh, before you leave, challenger, here, a share of the purse." And he throws you a satchel. It contains 250 silver pieces.
Oh shit, that's heavy.
Yeah, and it just ding, it might maybe hits you on the face wherever you want, but like, or you catch it. But it is thrown out.
250?
250 silver pieces. Yeah,
Jeez.
big hefty satchel.
Okay. Yeah, he'll catch it.
It's like, as for you, good fight. And if you're looking for more challenge, come back. We'll challenge you some more. We'll give you a little bit more of a gumption. And who knows? You might make it to the veteran fights, and you might even make it into the elite guard of the captain himself, which, that's where the highest pay is. Most cushy work, too. All you got to do is protect the captain at the heart of our camp. It's the easiest thing in the world.
Is there hypothetical? Is there like a guard for like other important people?
In our mercenary band, sometimes
like,
if the job is calling for it, but
is
typically
there anyone,
no.
like here that's like almost as important as the captain?
His guards. There is highest ranking officials.
Anyone else that's like not a guard that's like also important? Or
Oh, a recruiter. And he kind of points over back towards that stand. Aye, he's been with us the longest. He's lost a lot of his limbs, but he knows more about our fighting spirit than anybody.
Yeah, he seems like he doesn't need to be protected though. He's got that like spunk in him. I can tell. It may be like maybe not for the captain, but like for someone who the captain thinks is important.
Either one of his guards or someone within the veterans camp, probably. The veterans camp has his veterans.
All right. Yeah. No, I think I'm done. Thanks for giving me faces to break.
Thank you for entertaining us for the night. Now, we've got another fight for you. John Johnson, Smith Smithson aren't done yet. They lost this fight, and as you all know, that means they have to fight the dire wolf. So, get them back on their feet, see how it goes.
Yeah, he's not gonna stick around to watch this. He's like, I think he's already forgotten that he just fought people.
Yeah. And
Yeah, that's-
Zion, you see as Dane leaves this arena, and you have a moment to catch up with him.
That was quite the showing.
Yeah, it was pretty quick.
Oh,
Not like mercenaries. These people get paid like a gold a day or something. 5 gold a day. That's crazy. Those guys were chumps.
Soldiers do get paid a lot compared to like unskilled soldiers. 2 gold per day. That's
Yeah,
unskilled.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta think. Maybe when Ollie was talking about someone took his stash, maybe that's got like all this military money in it. Because then it would make more sense why he was kind of chuffed about it. Because like if these guys get paid a gold, 5 gold a day, like a Sky Marine, especially one like Ollie, he could be paid. Like I bet he gets paid in the platinum coins.
Sky Marines would be anywhere between 8 gold per day and 20 gold per day.
I bet Ollie got like 5 of the big ones.
yeah, but that wasn't the stash he was talking about when he said his stash got stolen.
Well, not that. Maybe he just doesn't want us to like feel bad and like drop what we're doing helping people's family to go and help him because we feel obligated to because it's got like 20,000 gold or something. Ollie's real deep. Okay, when you're around a little longer, you'll start to pick up on the nuance of what he is. He keeps it pretty muffled on the surface, but once you learn to kind of speak the language, I guess you find out he's really a tortured soul.
Yeah, it's probably why he dropped out. He just couldn't take it anymore.
I don't think he dropped out. I think that's just the story that he tells.
I'm just asking just to make sure that I have it right, but I thought we established in the first session that we didn't know that he dropped out, or like he didn't tell us that.
That's what I thought too. I was just rolling.
He hasn't told anybody, but like you could probably assume someone could
We'll say
reasonably
Dane.
assume.
In this case, we'll roll it back a little bit. Dane, you're speculating.
Well, I was gonna say
rumors have gone around the town, perhaps that it's a good point. It's good keeping up. Rumors have spread around the town at this point. Like, why did a Sky Marine come back before his tour was completed? And there are 2 options. It's either he dropped out, or he was kicked out, or he was discharged honorably/dishonorably. Those are the options.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he got kicked out, but he told people he just dropped out because it wasn't for him or something. But okay, yeah, my bad.
In either case, I feel like
good.
the Sky Marines must have just failed him. Then he's not the type of person to just give up on something.
Yeah, I mean,
he never gave up on me or on us. He wasn't even a shepherd, and he's still here.
Yeah.
And you think back to it, Dane, you never actually officially swore him in. No one has yet. So he's still not even really a shepherd.
Well, I mean, we're not really the shepherds yet. Or at all.
Is swearing in still something you do? Like, remember, it was just funny when we were kids and like getting down on our knees to united us and stuff.
It wasn't funny. It was super cool.
Oh. Yo,
super cool, super
right.
dope, super serious.
That's how I remember it. It was super cool. Yeah. Wooden stick that we called a sword.
I used to re-lacquer that wooden sword every single day before a ceremony, before the knighting.
Oh, it got kind of sticky at some points. Like it left residue.
Yeah,
on
it was
my
real
shoulders.
lacquered. Okay, I hadn't learned how to do it yet, but I had a lot of heart.
Yeah, I could tell. I mean,
why did you leave, anyways?
I
understand people kind of grew apart and did their things, and like Dramus, is fancy pants or something, and went off to go live in a castle. But what did you do? I haven't heard about anything. I don't know why you left. You went to a college? Why?
Yeah, no, kind of went to a college later after I had already left for a while, but it was initially for a girl.
That's it? You left
Yeah.
Ramshorn for a girl? We got plenty of girls in Ramshorn.
You've seen the girls around Ramshorn. You've told me you kissed quite a few, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like kissing a goat. You know, I found a city
What's wrong
girl.
with goats?
Well, like a Ramshorn country 10 is like a Ramshorn city like 4. You know, and I don't know. I
You're
went to the
losing me
city,
with the numbers.
got enamored a little bit.
Okay, fine. So you found some pretty girl from someplace that's not Ramshorn.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it took for you to like leave? Leave the shepherds and leave all of our quests and stuff we were doing?
Well, I mean, it wasn't. When you put it that way, it sounds bad, but it wasn't just a girl.
Well, then what else was it?
Well, got married at some point. It wasn't.
You
just
got
like-
married?
Yeah, I got married.
And we weren't invited?
It was like a. You know what Vegas is? It was like a Vegas wedding. Like we just kind of.
Yeah, but like
ran
you
off.
could have had the sheepdog as your best man. And I would have been there, man.
I know.
I would have done it for all of you.
We were in the moment. We were drunk, stupid, young, and just ran off to some chapel.
The city of Mirrors, by the way, is the equivalent of Vegas in this setting.
Is that close?
Where's
Yeah,
that?
Ran off to the city of Mirrors.
It's right there.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got there. We just like wound up there in a drunken stupor. And
How'd you get around the mountains? That's a long way.
When I tell you, I
Airship
don't
travel,
know.
probably likely.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I forgot. Airship,
I think
obviously.
that airship would make sense. I do have like bits and pieces of memories of like wind blowing in my hair, and I didn't know what was going on.
Well, so
Puking
where's
off
your
of
wife?
something.
Did you all get too you sober up and decide it was a bad idea? Was she actually not a whatever number you said, but was actually one of the Ramshorn numbers? Was she a
No,
goat?
Unfortunately, she's still a 10. She's just, we just had our differences, grew apart. You know, she's out there somewhere. I don't actually not quite keen on if she's still my wife or not. It's a little confusing. Maybe conversation for another time.
Well, that's stupid.
Love
If I
is
had a
stupid.
wife, I'd at least know if we're married. I mean, I drink, but I don't drink that much.
Well, I don't know. You know how it is. You don't know if it's like a permanent goodbye or we just need some time apart goodbye.
But no, you're married. There's no goodbye.
Goodbyes.
There's like death or something. That's what Mom
Yeah.
says.
There's definitely like other different types of goodbyes.
Mom said if Dad ever left, she'd kill him.
It's a very Ramshorn country thing to say.
And you're from Ramshorn.
Yeah, I know.
Well, so why are you out here messing around with us and chasing down bandits and getting into trouble and danger and getting whatevered, wearing people's clothes and transforming to people when you should be out finding your wife?
The thing is, I don't think she wants to be found right now. And she left and pretty much said like she won't be able to contact me for quite a while, and she's going on some secret mission, and she'll be back at some undisclosed. It was very all vague, which is why I don't know if we're still married or if she's
Sounds
ever
like she
actually going
doesn't
to come
trust
back.
you.
What we call a hoe phase.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just her secret she's keeping. It's a whole bunch of stuff.
Sounds like maybe she started an only admirers out in the city of mirrors.
But do you know the free regalia movement? Have you heard of them?
I heard of them.
Yeah, she's.
I don't know what's so not free about Regatia. I feel pretty free. Hell, we
Yeah.
don't even have a jail.
See, we didn't really agree much on that point. So she joined up, got really involved in the cause, and while I was still skeptical, so she moved on and on and on, and now she's on some mission. Who am I to stop a strong, independent boss woman from doing her calling, you know?
Well, if she chose some free movement or something over you, that sounds like a bad wife to me.
Well, you see soldiers all the time leave their wives to go do what they think is right and leave for months at a time, and who knows if they
Yeah,
come
but
back.
they know.
They know what?
They know where they are. And
Well,
they at least know that they're still married.
that's fair. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. I don't know how I feel about everything.
As you guys are talking, you guys see Dramus and Ollie kind of approach at this point, just kind of shuffling through the camp streets, seemingly looking for you.
Don't mention it to them.
Yeah, I would mention that to a lot of people. That's embarrassing.
Not wrong, okay. So I'm back here trying to find myself, and
Maybe
you know,
try to find a different wife.
this feels right. I wish it was that easy.
Dane just twisting the knife.
I wish it was that easy, Dane. I mean, you seem pretty.
I love it
beat
because
up.
like the naivety. He doesn't seem like he was meaning to.
No?
I mean,
He has
you
a
seem,
pretty strong idea of what a marriage is. That's his parents. So
Yeah, he's just reflecting that.
I mean, why'd you go beat up all those people? You seem pretty upset after.
yeah,
The
I was
first
just
kiss
real annoyed
just-
at the moment. I don't know why. It just came over me, and I felt like punching a wall, but there wasn't a wall, so I decided on a face.
Yeah, that's just after your first kiss. Imagine after, whole marriage thing.
Oh, I feel like if I had a wife, I wouldn't have to punch any walls.
That's about like where you guys come in on the conversation. Something about punching walls. Ollie and Dramus.
Hey guys,
Hi.
I
hey,
think
I earned a bunch of money. He's gonna shake 400 or whatever. How many? A shit ton, 250 coins.
250 silver. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I have 400 something silver now, so that's why. Yeah,
Mhm.
250 silver bag.
He beat them
I'm
up
not-
before I could place any bets.
Mhm.
you beat someone up.
Yeah, if they were like scumbag, well, two someones at the same time.
They might be dying if you look over that way. I think they're.
Yeah, I think
like,
they said
fighting
they
a
were gonna
wolf
go
now.
feed him to
Yeah,
dire
you see a
wolves or something.
dire wolf like kind of like fighting with them. They're very barely been put back in the fight. They're struggling. They haven't died yet. But you look like there are a number of other soldiers that aren't participating in the fight that have been put in the ring. It seems like they're aware of how this fight's going to go, but they don't necessarily want wanton bloodshed amongst their recruits.
Yep.
But they're not necessarily going to stop the wolf from killing them if it's too late. Who knows?
Yeah, that's all. I spent the whole time fighting and definitely not asking Zion about questions about when he left and what he did.
Oh
Definitely
right.
not.
That makes sense.
What did you do?
Oh shit.
What did you do? How was the whole Ixnay the Noble thing, like parting thing? Did you learn a lot there?
What language was that?
It sounded
Fine.
like a pig to me.
Pig common,
Oh.
pig
Big common,
pig
yeah.
celestial.
It's not on my
There you go.
list.
Prefer not to talk about it right now.
Oh,
Actually,
likewise.
Oh, the witch came back. She got the info. The family's gonna be moved to a place in Ramshorn, actually.
What the hell did we just do all this for if they were just gonna be back there?
That's what I'm saying. I could have just stayed home.
Right? It's a foolhardy mission.
Oh, and Aaliyah ran away from the store, but we said she could keep it. She seemed nice.
Was it that mangy thing we saw run into the cave?
Yeah, I think so.
We also got the blacksmith's tools back, so
Oh yeah. I'll just like
pretty
hold them up.
productive. You know, we didn't go beating up random people or anything, but productive nonetheless.
I didn't know that was on the quest list.
Mhm. You never really know what is on the quest list until you start beating up random people. Then you realize how important it is.
Did they say where in Ramshorn the family is going to be moved?
Yeah, but the more important part is Dane, you kissed a bat. But anyway, it's the Hollow Home.
What?
She became a bat and like flew away.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, it was.
They kissed a bat.
She didn't like hug us or put any moves on us though. Don't worry.
Why would I care?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, it's your girl, bro. I get it. I get it.
I didn't kiss a bat. I kissed a girl who can turn into a bat, and that's super cool. Can you turn into a bat,
Oh,
Dramus?
well then we hugged a bat,
Ew.
both of us.
Did
Like at the same time?
Yeah, at the same time.
Did you give it a once over to make sure there was no like fluids on there?
Hey, I've thought about it for a moment. I made 250 silver. I wonder if I could make like some gold if I go back.
I suddenly need to vent some more. I don't understand why, but I'm angry about this.
Smash cut to Dane in the ring. It was just fucking fuck. And
How dare she?
beats the shit out of some guy.
She made me think I was special.
Yeah, okay, yeah, cool. She's just friendly.
So
She
how you
was-
gonna-
Talking about she's gonna make like a house with feet and to like walk around. It sounded cool.
She's not getting
Oh.
home. Like just her.
I mean, she did expect you to like be there, but like we were gonna hang out while you guys were like doing the seed or something. She asked you to like plant your seed or something. I didn't really ask.
I'm a good farmer.
Yeah, I figured you got it. She said she wasn't sure how long it would take. I was like 3 minutes tops.
I'm good at the till and the plow.
Yeah.
In
It's
fact,
good
it only
for the
takes me
back.
30 seconds. 3 minutes is way too long.
And if you
I'm way
action
quicker
surge, you
than
could probably
that.
do it
At
even
some point,
quicker.
That's just inefficient. I can see the whole field in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Good.
The trick is to like put around your waist and like really put your back into it. And just kind of like, you know, go full
Get
tilt.
going until the
from
job's
start.
done. Yeah.
Go full
yeah.
tilt from the start and you'll be done in like 20 minutes. And it's a good workout.
Right. So changing the subject.
No,
Okay.
we don't want to play chess, Dramus.
He's like
It's not
pulling
what I
out the
was-
chessboard, like, oh, okay.
It's
Never
not what I
know.
was gonna ask. Not like it matters. You'd lose anyway.
Hey, but anyways, you guys said that you found the witch. So like, I'm assuming she came out of the tent and then told you guys where we're supposed to go.
Yeah, she said something too about She said she was quite fond of you, actually.
Well, I'm fond of me too, so
Oh, that's good.
I feel like
I'm
most
glad
people like me.
Oh, she did say that
Something useful.
otherwise the family was going to be at like the Barrier Hills, but she said they were going to move and she wasn't really sure where they would be. So, or the Barrier Mountains. So I was just going to like wait back at Ramshorn.
Which ones?
You know, like all of them. She wasn't sure.
That's like all of Regatia.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds like the best course of action is to just bide our time and wait till they're moved.
To the saloon.
Pulls out his map and fucking gestures
Just like
to
what?
this.
Follows
This
the
is
line.
what you mean.
That's big.
Yeah. Oh, she said it's
One
probably
might-
by Ramshorn, but like still, that's
One
like
might
a lot
assume
of
that.
mountains.
Okay,
Oh, she
so,
said
like,
she would.
ruling
She
out all of
one could
that.
assume. I wouldn't.
Okay. That's it. Somewhere in the mountains throughout Regatia, probably near the place where we're at.
Yeah.
Say it's all the prisoners or just the two we care about?
I don't remember asking for clarification, so inclusive, yes.
But she did say something about a house with feet.
Yeah, I remember that part. Yeah.
Is it like a giant house with feet?
Oh, I didn't ask clarification, so probably.
She seems more like a small cottage kind of gal.
Small cottage feet.
Mhm.
Dainty.
Cottage feet core.
Dainty house feet.
Are you a feet guy? Dan?
It's very
We
ironic
can't
that
go
we got
here.
back here. We
We
got
can't
back
go
here.
down the feet route again.
Are you a foot guy?
This is just becoming my characters.
And what does that mean, Matt? What does that mean?
I can't play a martial character without them being into feet. God damn it.
It's a deeper issue. Well, jumping away from the foot conversation, you got a few minutes here as kind of before we wrap up. Any other things worth discussing or doing?
Unless anyone else has any ideas, guess we're going back to Ramshorn.
We didn't burn those bodies. You guys want to burn
Yeah,
some bodies?
Yeah, we gotta go back there and bring them to
Do we burn
Ramshorn.
them? Or yeah, like bring them back so the families have some closure beyond. Oh, we found them and burn two guys whose names we don't know because their patches were stolen.
I mean, we know these guys. They're from the village. It's Steve.
I mean, there's
And-
like a pretty
That
fair
sounds close.
likelihood that's one of their names.
Oh, they're not both Steve. Oh shit.
Could have both been
Yeah, they're
Steve.
not all Steve.
Like brothers named Steve.
Right,
Or
then,
did
I
I
so
say that
think we should
Minotaur?
bring them back. I mean, like they were beat up, but they weren't like they had their heads. Glances at Dramus. So you know,
just kind of adjust. It doesn't say anything. Just kind of adjusts his glasses and
fixes the specs. Anime
Is that-
glass
Just,
flash.
yeah, that anime glass villain.
and just
flash
kind of
that he does.
adjusts his messenger bag around his shoulder. And just doesn't say anything.
All right. So, just to confirm, heading back to Ramshorn from here or staying in the camp to investigate the area further? Both are very valid options, especially since we're at the end of our session. It doesn't really matter which direction you go here from my end. But which route would you prefer?
I guess whichever one crosses the bodies again.
Oh, you
Right.
can get the bodies either way. Going back to Ramshorn is kind of more of a meta choice. You going back to Ramshorn now? You're gonna stay in the camp, investigate more, or you're gonna head into the Barrier Mountains and try to search for.
No, definitely not that one. If we're not
Yeah.
doing anything left in the camp, Dame wants to go back to Ramshorn because
Yep.
he has to return this leather armor that didn't actually get used, and he also has to pick up his stuff from the smith.
Cool. Okay,
Okay,
and
so-
she promised you like a 75% return on an investment. I think I'm pretty sure. Cool,
Yep.
cool. So
Whatever it is, I have a note. It's,
one person for returning to Ramshorn. It sounds like. Let's make a vote
Okay.
real quick. Raise your hand if you want to vote. If you want to return to Ramshorn. All
Yeah.
right.
Cool.
Raise your hand if you don't want to return to Ramshorn, and if you want to explain why.
I was just
Give
gonna
me time.
abstain.
Like as the vote's going around,
Very in
Ollie doesn't
character.
raise his hand for either, and you just kind of look at him and just abstain.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's
Cool.
too busy thinking about house feet.
So, I'll kind of describe this journey, just kind of put us back neatly. You guys, at this point, you are able to leave this mercenary camp without issue. You've done a really good job at not alerting anyone to your presence. You've covered all possible routes of anyone ratting you out, and it seems those that ran, the ones that were below, haven't alerted anybody. So, you managed to get back to Ramshorn with relatively little issue. 20 miles. Well, maybe we'll do that journey next time, just in case you guys want to do anything between. But we'll say you're on the way. I'll make a note. On the way back to Ramshorn. Cool. Big note.
Can we
Alright.
go to this map diagram now? I keep thinking
we
this
can.
actually has something to do with the overworld. I'm like, what the fuck is this pathing we're taking?
right? It's like,
We
you're
weren't down here in this area, so we have to take the road up here and then down here to this area. Or if we want, we can go over here and fuck through Garen's well to whatever was happening up here.
No,
It is
It was an
confusing, buddy. I
absolute
love you.
brawl.
it was a
Clean
bop
up
it,
the pretty map.
and now it's gone.
Cool. Map is. Did I? Oh no, I didn't. I moved it. I was like, did I delete my cool note? But I didn't. All right, so we're on the way back to Ramshorn, and that is where we'll pick up next session. Great, fun session. Really enjoyed it. I would stick around for more intricate feedback from all of you guys. So, but I do gotta get going. However, before I go, the plan was to go an extra session this block, right? Because we're